want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I just keep trying to
The
be
stream should
somebody
be
who voice
starting.
out aloud.
Can you check to see if my
So I
thing is
guess
I
there?
completely forgot you were even doing that.
Yeah. Uh, I guess be. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing my shitty voice.
your great voice. Yay. Anyways, Kimetsu no stream means stream of demon destruction.
Yeah.
What kind
So
of weeb shit is this?
last time I went with the royalty. So that was my whole thing. Yeah, because I like being a mage, but I also like having a sword. Uh, should I go
You
for
also
like
like
a
getting shot
full
in the
mage
ass,
this time
apparently.
around? Yeah.
Sure.
Because there's magician, which would is technically different from my starting class. You know. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Is this your character already made?
Uh, I haven't actually picked out like stuff yet because I might just change their hair a
Okay.
little bit more. You know. Yeah. I'm still trying to think because this just the basic right now. Yeah. I will say I think the knight is the one that has like the like cool like cover guy armor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although you notice how he's hunching like that,
Mm-hmm.
but some characters don't. Uh,
Yeah.
so the weird thing with Demon Souls is that, like, even though this is the starting gear you have, uh, you might not actually have like the strength to carry it all. You know,
What a good system.
so it's just kind of like a weird jank system. So like, you can always tell that your shit is too heavy because like your character's slunched over like that. You know. So
Mm-hmm.
even before you like do anything, you just know that it's fucked, you know. Also,
Mm-hmm.
wait, hold on. This motherfucker dual wields fucking clubs. And that's weird. Yeah.
You should go as a hobo with nothing.
Uh, what? No, they don't have that option here. Like the closest I can get to being a
Okay,
hobo with
thing is
nothing would
this.
be barbarian. You know. Yeah. Uh, shit. Now I'm kind of like lost here. I don't know what to pick. There's soldier. Uh, let's see, low class soldier that always stand
Is it
with
soldier
high
first
vitality
class?
and durable armor. So that's more of a, let's see, health on that. Not too
You really
bad.
want the magician, so good for magician.
Uh, I actually don't know what's the difference between magician and fucking royalty because they both use magic. So this one has 15 int and 15 magic. Royalty has 12 int and 13 magic. Alright, so I would start off with more magic than I did before. Alright. Magician. That. Let me just change skin color to try to be, eh, eh,
Efren, stop jerking off.
no, nah, ah, I am kind of like light brown, so, how'd I get rid of this like shitty like face paint? How'd I do it? Alright, there we go. Cause I would never wear face paint.
Yes, you would.
Yes, you are.
If your teenage self thought, if your teenage self thought that there was an edgy way to pull it off, you'd do it.
Look,
Exactly.
we don't talk about that era of Efren's life, you know.
Why not,
Yeah,
Efren?
friend.
It was such an amazing part of your life. You did
This is my
so many
current
things that
hairstyle.
no one told you to do.
Look. How do I make it like black?
You said you want to be black.
No.
Well, whoop-de-doo. I've heard so many suckers wanting to be black like you.
Are there?
I don't know. I just turned it into a Phil song.
Oh god.
You wanna be a hero? Well, whoop-de-doo.
I actually don't want to be a hero.
Get out of here!
Give me that shirt back.
Think you're gonna walk up in here and not be a hero?
But you didn't want to train me to be a hero.
That's not the point. I want the right to tell you no. But you should still want to do it, so I can have fun telling you no. How dare you have an opinion that I didn't want you to have?
How dare you not progress the plot, you son of a bitch.
I mean, Phil, I thought you didn't want me to do the plot anymore. I didn't think you gave a shit.
Yeah, what the hell?
I was pretty sure that you didn't want me even here at all.
I don't understand you, Phil. Phil, are you actually
Nobody can
Bam
understand me,
Margera's
kid.
father?
Nobody can understand me, kid. Oh, God.
Yeah, it took you a second, didn't it?
It took me a second. I'm just imagining Phil in the start of that game with a fucking tied up in a truck. Like, damn it, Bam! Tie me up and there's a thing stuck right off my... Oh God, now that's just making me very sad. I'm just imagining Hercules abusing Phil through the whole movie instead.
Yes! That's the way it should be.
Why would
Man, I
you
got
want
way
to
too
abuse
excited over
Danny
that.
DeVito, you piece of shit?
Man, like, what kind of life
do?
does Phil lead like that? Like, fucking, like, he was basically, harassed by his son
Basically a
on
hermit.
screen multiple times, and he's just like, yes.
I don't get it. Like, he called him fat boy all the time.
Was he in on it?
No, I don't think he was. Also, I didn't know anything about Bam Margera, so I'm assuming, I don't know if this is how he treats his father in real life. I don't know if that's the kind of relationship they have. I don't know. But it's weird.
Even if it's not what he treats him like in real life, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, why would you want that in a game? Why would you want there to ever be any...
But not even just that, fucking he did it on like fucking Jackass and shit, didn't he?
Yeah, because remember, he didn't have any pants, he was always in his underwear, and he kept, anytime he got messed up with something, Bam would abuse him, like outright abuse him.
Someone had to.
Remember that time when he put the fucking, what was it? I think he messed up the count or something, and then fucking Bam snapped him with a fucking... Oh yeah, I forgot to carry this number. Ah, you're like, that great math, fat boy.
Yeah.
That's your dad.
Yeah. Like,
So fucking creepy.
I'm saying that they have to be in on. I can't see how like anyone could be like.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way it could continue, and somehow he's not at least somewhat okay with it, which then makes me question why he's okay with it.
Oh man.
I don't even know what Bam Margera is. I don't know what that guy's deal is. Then again,
I don't
never
either.
paid attention to skating or anything like that.
So here I am.
Doing everything I can.
All I know is apparently he was the biggest piece of shit.
The deep fog will eventually swallow.
Look, someone had to be. Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Boletaria has one
Yeah.
final hope.
I have none of them are Russian.
Warrior who
Oh yeah.
the baleful fog.
Russian.
Oh, has the land
Look.
found its savior?
Wait.
Or have the
Hey, hold on.
demons
What
found
fucking
a
site actually has the most amount of spam bots that like spam porn? Would you like to play the Journey to Nexus? Oh, is that asking? Wait, you can skip the tutorial?
Wait, you said what has what porn?
Malik says if he did that in a black family, he wouldn't be standing.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
whole
like,
like
that
treating
doesn't
his father like
That's
that.
why
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. Why is it that seems to only be a thing in white families, you know? It's like when I told you guys about fucking
go on.
Winston hopping in another person's house and doing his weird routine, and the mom was cool with it, and instantly everyone was like, was she white? Because he knew there was no way any other race would allow that.
Yeah, or like, for instance, I feel like I even talked like with Eric about this when we watched Raising Hope with Skylar, where like the character has the whole like, oh man, I'm going. This isn't a phase, Mom. That phase, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
like you get what I mean, right? Like that whole like bit.
Yeah, when he was being a weird emo and sleeping in the mall or the store, whatever.
Yeah, and like the thing is, I'm sure there's probably at least been one Hispanic who was like that. At least one. Like,
With the
I
softest
almost
parents
could have
ever.
become that, but again, like, that won't fly in this family, you know?
The
Right.
problem with that is you just can't see it happening because it's almost a requirement that black families, basically any family that's not white, I guess, it's almost a requirement that they are harder parents, you know? Like, they don't take as much bull from their kids, you know? So it's
Oh,
almost
also
like, you know,
Malik
Malik
brings
every
up.
says,
Oh,
Hispanic
sorry, go
doing
on.
that
Malik
makes
says,
no sense.
I always love it when kids call their parents by their first names. I get popped in the mouth if I pull that.
Exactly. Like,
Like,
my
you can
dad has
try
the
that
same
shit
name
when
as
you're
mine. I would
older,
never say his fucking
probably.
first name.
Like,
When you're
when,
older and you have to ask them.
like, in
Yeah,
your 20s, at the
you have to
very
already be
most,
out the
that's when you can
house.
give it a try, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'd have to already be out of the house, already have your own like thing going, and then maybe they'll let it slide.
Also, I'm glad that we're
Yeah, like
able
I
to
could
hear my
never
audio now,
imagine
because
that.
now Malik can hear some of the horrible shit I say.
Ah, don't worry. Malik said, "Man, I sure was missing all that racism, but luckily it's back."
Malik is like, oh, what's this I hear about you giving out fake 20s to hobos?
Someone had to.
Yeah.
Literally, no one had to.
I'm
Nobody.
a hero.
We're not gonna get into that again. Of your delusion.
Oh man.
Calling yourself a
Yeah,
fucking
like
hero.
oh, also for context, Malik, basically the reason why last stream was entirely quiet is because
Explain it to Malik on Dellstream.
all right. All right. Yeah, like
Oh yeah,
I
we
I
did.
still don't understand what kind of settings that. Well, clearly if they're making a broadcast, they just want to show off the game, right? Why would they ever show their audio?
Well, cause you're not
Also,
here to
because
do that, right, Efren? You're here to
the
just play
reason
the
why I hate
game
that
and
is because
show the
it
wonder
asks
of
you,
it.
oh, you're in a party, do you want to include your audio?
Malik says, I'm sad I missed the talks about gentrification and genocide.
Yeah, you know what? We haven't actually discussed how we're going to gentrify the neighborhood. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I
All I'm
will
saying... Oh
become
god,
shitty.
actually, my brother was saying something similar to that. I
Didn't you
mentioned
say
it
that one
before.
of your brothers wants to work on the border?
Yeah. We're like,
Oh,
Which one
yeah.
of you was it?
like, he went to the
I
Marines,
thought you were good.
became an engineer, you know, had all that, and he's like, you know what I want to do with all this? I want to make sure
Build a
that
wall.
those filthy Mexicans don't get past this border. I'm like, wait, hold on. Hold on. You do realize
I
we're
remember
Latino, right?
Filthy Mexicans.
I remember my fucking stepbrother going like, so Eric, you know a lot about history, right? Yeah. Okay, when did the Mexicans ruin this country? That was said as a joke, but still though.
Like,
Let me tell
cause
you
I,
when they fucking were born.
so, basically he, saw that I had a Hero Clicks figure of, the Motorized Patriot, which are the mechanical, George Washingtons in, Bioshock Infinite. I do like
Malik
what
says you're the
Malik
right
says.
kind though.
Yeah. So like, basically, my brother was like looking at it, and I was telling him like the whole premise of the game, because like,
Oh wait, I
Comstock.
forgot to say that. Rin says he's been so tired because he's been up since 5 a.m.
What the fuck? Why was he up at 5 a.m.? Was he fucking Rob or something?
Wait, who is what now?
Could be actually.
Rain was up like till 5 a.m. or so.
Giving his wife Rob a good dick.
Oh, wait, he said he was tired because of that. Punk.
No, he was tired. He's tired because he was 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Punk.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, so basically, like I was explaining the whole premise of the game to my brother, and like the whole thing is that Colombia is not supposed to be a good place in what you call it? Well, both in real life and also in what do you call it? BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, the
like it's a
game.
floating city full of racists, you know?
Here's my
So?
thing. I don't understand how that city works because it's a floating city of racists. If you're racist, why did you even need to have these people? Y'all made the city. Literally no.
That
It's
is the
not like
weird thing.
America. It's not like America when technically, yeah, people could come in, you know what I'm saying? This is literally a flying city. Someone could only get on here if they had your permission. If you don't like anyone but white people, why did you let them in?
Like,
And why
the
would
only reason I
anyone
kind of
agree
see
to
that is
stay in a
if they
place
were
that
being used for
actively
slave
wants to
labor,
kill
but
you?
like, you don't really see
But they're
any like
not.
slave labor
Aren't they
per
just
se.
like, yeah, aren't they just in like poor neighborhoods? It's not like slavery.
Yeah, like it's so weird because I don't actually understand the whole foundations of it. Where,
That's why
like,
it just seems so confusing.
yeah, like again, like you said, like the only reason like, you know, it kind of makes sense for like a historical thing is because black people were already here, brought in as slaves, and so like.
Exactly.
You know, they're not treated that well because fucking the whole system is like, fine, we won't treat you like slaves, but you're still
Yeah,
basically slaves.
yeah, it's so weird. Like we went from the seas, but actually, wait. So, yeah, BioShock Infinite is a prequel, right?
No, wait,
Is it before or after
it's
the
an
first
alternate
BioShock?
reality, basically.
Oh God. Well,
It's,
yes.
I feel like introducing the whole concept of it being an alternate reality type thing kind of dampened it, and in fact, it actually kind of ruined the story for me.
It
Like,
already is killing the vibe for me.
I don't care about spoiling Infinite, honestly.
Nah,
I think it's
I
the
don't give a shit
weakest of
about
the
the
Bioshock
stories.
games.
So what is it about?
So
Like, what's the
basically, it's
actual
about
gimmick?
Booker DeWitt going there to, you know, try to. Well, you know, like he says he's saving Elizabeth, but actually he's like going to kidnap her because these
That's
two
the chick
assholes
with
are
the
like,
Dumble thing, right?
you owe us a debt. We'll say it's repaid if you kidnap this bitch. You know, it's like fine, whatever.
Well, going from
Ow. But yeah, well, no.
So he's saving the chick, or he's what?
He is saving her, but like basically he doesn't actually care like who she's supposed to be brought to as long as like his debt is repaid, basically.
Wait, who's he saving her from? I thought she was.
Basically,
isn't she, like,
she's
important?
the daughter of a guy named Comstock, and
Okay.
that guy is the founder and ruler of what do you call it? Of Colombia. And so essentially, like the whole thing is that Comstock is actually Booker from the future. Like he's older and all that. And like the whole thing is that for some reason, after the fucking like I think it was the Spanish War. Or, like I know this is 1912. What fucking war would he have had to been in? The point is that after like no wait now I remember he was at Wounded Knee where like they started shooting up Native Americans. Yeah, like fucking the whole thing was that it just became kind of confusing because in that timeline he became like a fucking asshole and was like, yeah, you know what, blacks and other races, we don't like them, even though Comstock like and Booker are kind of completely different. It's like the whole idea is that somehow he becomes this guy, but Booker isn't racist. Like he's not even a nice guy, but he's also not racist, you know?
Wounded Knee and Boxer Rebellion, says Malik.
Oh, alright, yeah.
DLCs essentially say it's a prequel because Elizabeth's actions helped Jack from the first game.
That pissed me off because like I felt like they were just trying to shove in that she was there. Like she shows up in like the DLC and like it's supposed to be like, oh yeah, you know what, like you have to sneak around and do this kind of shit in Rapture, you know? Like that bothered me because I felt like she didn't really need to be here, and like I kind of liked her as a character, but I just like still thought it was stupid. You know what I mean?
I was like, yeah, it sounds convoluted. Like, I only played one, and that was a long time ago. Completely forgot everything about it, other than the heavy beats. And I was like, all right, I can see why people were talking so much about it. It's real simple, straightforward, but it has a bit of a meta narrative of, oh, you don't really have a choice. And then two and Infinite, and I never even thought about them, but people were making a lot of hype about Infinite, and then they were saying it's almost as deep and complex as Ones, even though I still don't think Ones was that complex.
It's
So
not really,
the
honestly.
idea that it really is, and it's literally just Ayn Rand shit. Like,
Yeah.
people who get too neckbeardy about Bioshock 1 are the exact same type of people who get too neckbeardy about any philosophical thing they just discovered. Like, oh, actually, I practice Stoicism, okay?
Oh God.
Congratulations, people have. Yes, I will tell you, as someone who's done electives in philosophy and shit, you run into those kind of assholes all the fucking time. They learn one thing and suddenly they dedicate their whole lives to it, not like they've just rediscovered fire.
Jesus.
Demons?
Yeah,
Oh, I
like
practice stoicism. You wouldn't understand. You see, I actually am able to complete this task because I've already conditioned myself to be prepared
I'm
for
pretty
any
cool.
endeavor. Yes.
Oh man, but yeah, like, and yeah,
So
like I
Infinite is a
said,
multiverse?
oh yeah, what do you mean in like when you say
I'm
multiverse?
asking. I'm asking. So you're saying the DLC says that Elizabeth was there. Now my question is, how
Yes.
was she?
So the whole thing is like this is so stupid. Basically, Elizabeth has the power to like open up tears into like the multiverse essentially, and like this Elizabeth that we're traveling with, like she's discovering that power. But the thing is that for some reason, every timeline more or less either like goes to her killing Booker or Booker killing her. And like the one where we see her dying is Booker basically trying to keep her like away from these assholes who want to take her. They're like trying to take her away. He's holding on to her. Every timeline, typically when he's trying to hold on to her, the tear in the fabric of reality like closes back up and cuts her pinky. And so that's why she's
Liz
got
is
like
a
a
walking
fucked up pinky.
MacGuffin.
But like
Oh, that's why.
yeah, but the thing is that like in like a few timelines, like her head apparently instead of the pinky being cut off, it's her head. I think it only happens
Oh,
in one timeline, or at least one that we see. But the point is that
so
like she's like, I'm sorry, Booker, but the only way to end this is to kill you. And so fucking. Oh wait, hold on. I probably shouldn't have wasted that fireball. Oh god damn it.
so the
Yeah.
whole thing ends up being that Indian Booker was supposed to die.
Yeah, and basically, like, she drowns Booker right then and there, like, reflecting his baptism like Comstock had. Like, it was so
Oh
stupid.
God, I can see
A-
how Nick Beers would get so up on their own ass with this.
And
The
Malik says a good thing, like,
symbolism.
like, Elizabeth is a walking MacGuffin, and I hate that. Like, her voice actress is pretty good. I like her design. Like, here's the thing is they were kind of designing her to be more like a Disney princess, and like she would do a lot more. Like, she would look like a Disney princess type, but actually to kind of like help you out. All she does in the
Right.
game is say, "Hey Booker, I found some ammo."
So she's like Ellie. She just gives you shit and
I feel like she's not.
fraud.
I know we make fun of like Last of Us, but like
Oh, I'm
I feel
not
like
saying
she's
like character wise. I'm saying gameplay wise. She just
Yeah.
hands you shit.
yeah. Oh man.
Okay.
So yeah, like
Walking
overall, like
MacGuffin.
I feel like my problem with Infinite is that I think they got too up their own asses. Like, yeah, we can make this work. You know, multiverse. Like, you don't
That's what I'm
get it,
saying.
man.
It seems like it got too like from everything that people describe it to me. It seems like it got a little too self-absorbed. Like
Yes.
one was it was just a very good concept, and they pulled some pretty like inspiration from literature from a very controversial author, and it's like, okay, yeah, you gave some gamers who probably have never even read a single book something to kind of nod their head like, huh, yeah, okay, good job. But once you get too absorbed in that, be like, oh yes, and we can actually, it's like, okay, no, stop. Like, unless you are really that good that you can swing another
Alex
heavy
says,
story.
gameplay-wise, it's watered down too. You only
Yeah.
carry 2 weapons, and there isn't any visual upgrades for your weapons.
So, like, a cool thing about Bioshock is, if you remember, Dell, like, when you upgraded a weapon, it fucking showed you. Like, I remember in Bioshock 2, I upgraded my shotgun and had 5 fucking barrels.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was
It's like how
awesome.
in classic Ratchet and Clank, whenever you upgraded your weapons, the shit would show. You would see the mods hanging off your weapons and stuff.
Like, I get why a lot of games don't do it, because it's kind of like,
I don't,
They-
because it's very simple. If you're gonna give me a mod, especially since a lot of the mods aren't that much, just like maybe 5 at most, yeah, just put some extra acids on the weapons, asshole.
like, the only reason I'm like, okay, you know what, they probably don't want to spend money, they probably want to add more guns and make it seem like there's more variety, as opposed to, like,
How
adding
many guns were
a
in the
decent amount.
Infinite?
In Infinite, there were, like, really only, like, a few
Was there, like,
types.
more than
Like, there
10?
was the sniper rifle, the carbine, the fully automatic, and the pistol. And I think there was
So
also
not
a
even more than
revolver.
10. So not even more than 10. They could have put mods on that.
They could have. I feel like they really fucking went cheaper on this, you know? Like, not in terms of, like, visuals. It looks alright and all that. Like, it's probably the
That's what I
best
mean.
looking
They
of
made
them.
everything else so glossy, but for the minor things that are more interesting, like again the guns, I would have given them a pass for what you said if they had more than 10. Because okay, I'm not gonna make different mods for every single weapon if there's 10 weapons, right? But from the sounds of it, you have at most maybe 10, not more than. So you could put for every mod that
Like,
you have
it's not
on
even
each
that
weapon,
much
just
more. I
one
think it
small
might be
little
on
thing.
par with the same amount that they usually have in the other games, you know?
Oh, hell no, then yeah, then there's no excuse. Again, I'm talking, because in comparison, even old platform games would do that shit with their weapons, so if they can do that with their cookie cutter budget, then this high glossy game can do that too. But you know what that is? That's missing the forest for the trees. It's just like with, what's that game? One of the opening games for the system. The Order 18 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I think they even... Did they
Everything
do
is
it or
so
not?
fucking... Oh, I don't know if they did, but I know that
The Order
everything
what?
in that game looks... The Order
The Order
18...
1886.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everything in that game looks so great. The graphics are so amazing, and they have such a big environment. Like, you can literally get lost in buildings. There are so many empty rooms, and all the empty rooms are rendered, and the furniture moves if you move into them. It's like, you spent all this time making all these graphics for all these rooms that there's nothing in, but when it comes to the actual gameplay, what we're here to play, what do? Literally nothing. And even when you fight the big bosses that are supposed to be the werewolves, that's what you're excited to fight, it's quick time event. So it's not even a fight.
It's all about quick time events in that game.
Because they didn't make any gameplay. They just made everything look pretty. That's what I mean by like missing the forest for the trees. I want to play something.
Like...
Yeah, looking good is one thing, but if I don't have fun playing something, what's the point?
Like, for instance, like, I think some people, like, complain, like, oh, you know, why bother, like, with all these things in, like, Red Dead 2? But I feel like Red Dead 2 still gave you gameplay, you know? Like...
I heard with Red Dead 2, people got tired of some of the managing you had to do, but other than that, it sounds like it was good.
Malik says, don't forget the peen physics.
Okay. Yeah, it's true. In the Order 1886, they need to show off those great graphics to show... I think it's the French, like, party member who's, like, you gotta see his dick at least once every other day.
Oui, sure. Did you know that I am French?
Oh, this is not the stereotype? Wait, why is he...
I thought the Order was originally supposed to be a multiplayer game because you had about like... There was Galahad, which was the main guy's name, the French dude. Galahad's female partner, who was every stereotype of the rough, tough.
Actually, they had multiple. Oh, I'm a strong woman who doesn't take shit. Characters.
It was the same. No, it was the same woman though, especially. Like she had every goddamn line like that. It was like, oh, do you need help with that? Do you mean a strong man to help me? Yeah. Just stay out of our way. I'd hate for you to get hit by the gunfire. Or like, oh, Lizzie, a man doesn't want to be reminded of how old he is. Oh my lord, this sweet woman would never want to do that. Or then they're like, okay, guys, suit up. We need you to be ready for this mission. Oh, a gala and me without something pretty to wear. It's like, okay, I get it. I get it. And you know what sucks? Despite all her tough talk, she still gets reduced to a damsel in distress that Galahad has to save.
Oh yeah. Like if you're gonna be the whole like tough guy girl,
bad guys there are.
like it's just really stupid if you're gonna bring it up like that, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game. I feel like originally it was supposed to be a multiplayer game because there were like, I think 3 to 4 main named characters in the little group, and I feel like you were supposed to do stuff with them because they would always be in the cutscenes with Galahad and then just mysteriously disappear whenever that gameplay started.
You know what that reminds me of, by the way?
Gameplay anyway.
That kind of reminds me of what's called like how Gears of War. Like again, I can kind of see the whole thing where you said like this was supposed to be a multiplayer thing, because like in Gears of War, characters just fuck off when it's like. No, it's well, not even like it's just they kind of like take a backseat, like, oh, we're going to make sure that we're split up and not all together, you know, so you don't have the full 4-man team. Yeah,
it's just so weird when you can almost see, you know what it is, Efren? It's like when an author is like doing a heavily scripted thing. Like, you know, when an author you can tell that somebody who's writing something is just, okay, the author didn't know how to set this up organically, they're just forcing this to happen, you know, like the plot needed to go this way, so the author is just saying no, these characters were separated. But why would they be separated if they started out? Nope, they're just seperated, that's all.
I will say something similar, which always kind of made me laugh because of how goofy it is.
Them killing themselves.
Oh yeah, that was awesome when they killed themselves. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like one thing I thought was kind of funny in Final Fantasy 14 is like, because again, it is an MMO, so like you're supposed to take on like bosses and raids and shit with your friends, you know? Like, well, not with friends per se, but you get what I mean, right? Like the whole thing is that like if you're going into a dungeon, it's like with people. But the way the narrative spins it is, you went in by yourself. Wow, Warrior of Light, you fought Ifrits all by yourself. Yep, no help.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the big.
For that moment, it's also like, really weird because the whole thing is that you've been captured by the fucking kobolds. Wait, no, not kobolds. They're Ixali. Yeah.
What are those?
They're lizard men, basically. Kobolds worship Titan. Ixali worship... No, hold on. I'm getting them also confused. Ixali are the birdmen. Then Amalja are the lizard men. Man, I've been like missing out on more FF14, it seems. Yeah.
Your daily dose.
Yeah, but like the thing is that you've been captured and like they're like in the cutscene you're by yourself, but then like obviously because in MMO you don't really go into this by yourself, you know?
Right.
They never really like mentioned it before the wow, you did this all by yourself. In like Heavensward and other expansions, they started going like, oh, you know, we advise that you should probably find your fellow warriors of light. You know, like you know, you somehow have a knack for finding people who are as talented as you.
Yeah, it's incredible. In fact, there seems to be so many warriors of light just running around. You'd think we wouldn't have any problems or any bosses for you to fight.
Oh, God. It's always kind of funny to me, but like, it is kind of neat. Yeah, go on.
Didn't the FF14 servers get so packed that they had to stop selling the game?
Yes. I think currently it's unavailable at the moment.
But hopefully for the game, really.
Yeah, again, like it kind of sucks, but like because it's mixed in with people that bought it for the hype, you know, because they're like, hey man, Endwalker's coming out, and also with people who like are getting a free trial. So like trying to actually make all that work is kind of difficult, you know. And you know, I like when people say, just get more servers. Is it that hard? You
I
know.
would imagine it is.
I think
What?
it's
No.
also
All they
due
gotta
to
do
chip
is just
shortage, which
sign a
caused
check
that.
to buy more servers. And then we can use those servers to make more NFTs.
Oh God.
Oh God. Speaking of NFTs, which one of you guys know about Randy Pitchford?
Wait. What do you mean?
Randy Pitchford. He's
That's the
the
guy from
Borderlands guy,
Gearbox,
right?
right?
Yeah, the asshole.
Yeah. Uh,
Uh,
What was
so
the scandal with
apparently,
him again?
what happened, Del?
No, go on. I was just wondering to myself, what was the scandal about him again? I forgot.
Uh, not really sure about his crime over here, but I think it's basically the same old. Director is sexually harassing these ladies.
Right. Something about sexual harassment, I think, or I heard something about like a hard drive or something that someone had with his stuff, and I don't know. But anyway, go on.
So basically, that Rennie Pitchford is out of the fucking video game making thing, right?
really?
And everybody
Mm.
hates his ass. Yeah, he left Gearbox.
Saigon?
So, uh, apparently, Troy Baker, who was beloved by all people, is now making NFTs, as you know, right?
Yeah.
And Randy Pitchford, who was violently hated by everyone in the community of video games, it now kind of likes him because he's like, NFTs? What the fuck are those? I'm never gonna make an NFT.
Isn't it wonderful how public opinion can swing so quickly?
If I were other fans, you know that, right?
Yeah.
So, I can't believe how fast Troy Baker's reputation fell because of NFTs.
I I'll say okay. I never really like cared too much for Troy Baker, but I feel like the hate is kind of
Neither did
unwarranted.
I.
Like, okay,
Well,
like you can talk shit
I
about
think
me,
the
by the way,
hate
but
is
like,
piling on. I think it's piling on from previous shit he did, where the NFTs are just like the straw that broke the camel's back.
yeah, I
Okay,
suppose.
so Malik says somebody found Randy Pitchford's USB drive that allegedly had barely legal explicit content on it.
That's
Oh
what it
yeah,
was. That's what it was. Cause I remember somebody made a joke in a video talking about Borderlands 3, and it's just like, oh man, Randy and them really seem to have a certain type in their mind. It's like, yeah, you don't want to talk about Randy's type, and I'm like, what the fuck did he do?
oh
Did
no.
he have fucking hentai on his fucking hard drive?
Thanks for that.
And it seems so. But yeah, I think with Troy, we're talking about Troy Baker, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
Or
yes, yes.
yeah, I think with Troy, I think the problem is that he just pissed enough people off. He's been slowly pissing people off. Like the Last of Us 2 thing was him more or less trying to yell at and blackmail and kind of just
Skill trip.
annoy people into buying Last of Us 2. Yeah, it's just like, you have to play it. You have to. Oh, you think that we'd ruin this entire franchise? You have to. And then, like Eric said, his stupid tweet saying, I am Joel, and all that other shit. Like, he just
Oh,
slowly
God.
started annoying people.
I'm still
I
cringing
think
at
with the
that, by the way.
NFTs, that was just the one that really just pushed it over the edge. Like, alright, nah, fuck you. Because at first, I never gave a fuck about Troy when he was popular. In fact, I started getting annoyed that he seemed to voice every goddamn character in existence. And I was like, can we get someone else instead? I'm
New
kind of getting
talents,
sick of
new
your
blood.
tone. Yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of your tone of voice. So at most, I was kind of like, dismissive of him. But then during The Last of Us 2 scandal and that shit, I'm like, okay, now he's starting to sound like an asshole. And now with the NFT, which I don't see how you can support or endorse that, it's like, okay, I can see why people just don't fuck with you anymore.
By the way,
When
Fucking
Randy accidentally found, oh
yeah.
yeah, I remember hearing about that in a video talking about Battleborn.
I'll say like a Battleborn. I don't even remember like
I feel bad for
hearing bad
Battleborn.
things about the game itself. Because I think people
Yeah,
said it
apparently
was
it played
okay,
well.
but like the problem is that it came out around the time of fucking Overwatch. It was dead on
That
arrival,
happens.
you know?
I will
and
say
the
though,
problem with Battleborn is that Overwatch came first,
Yeah.
like
yeah,
you
it
say.
came first. And then I will say the only real thing I heard people critiquing it gameplay wise, like Yahtzee, who didn't care about Overwatch or Battleborn, so he just played both just to see the differences. He says, I will say this,
Woo!
if I had to complain about something about Battleborn, it's that you have to unlock your skills every single game. So unlike Overwatch, where you got all the abilities of your character from the get-go, in Battleborn you have to build them up, and that's supposed to be the point. But you know, it's not as fun, right? So if you wanted to make one argument, you could say that's the one thing Overwatch really has over for Battleborn gameplay-wise.
You know what that kind of reminds me of, by the way, that whole bit? It kind of reminds me about how, like, Les, for instance, doesn't really want to play D&D unless he's at, like, max level or, like, close to it, because he wants to have the full capabilities of what the character can do, well, as opposed to, like, building up towards it. And I feel like if Battleborn's like, oh, you gotta build up your character, oh man, you gotta build up to that point.
Yeah,
it doesn't work with the game that's supposed to be like multiplayer.
Yeah.
With D&D, for instance, that's all a co-op unless you're doing like a PvP thing. But you got what I mean, right?
Yeah, because the thing with Battleborn is, despite what people thought, which I also did not know, but it was supposed to be a MOBA. It is a MOBA, but it's not it's not a straight forward first-person shooter. It's a MOBA, so it plays like a MOBA. You're supposed to do the objectives like you would in a MOBA. So building skills makes sense, right? So on paper, everything makes sense. It's just that everything about it was too similar to Overwatch. And then as soon as the narrative was in everyone's mind, like, oh, why would I play this if I can play Overwatch? It's like, well, if you want to play a MOBA, you'd play this. If you want to play a straightforward first-person shooter, then yeah, you'd play Overwatch. I will say this, I feel bad about it too, because the characters, I didn't play it, but some of the characters did look kind of interesting. Like that weird witch with multiple arms and shit. Or that robot dude with the monocle and the cane staff that turned into a sniper rifle.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, there was a lot of characters that I think could be interesting. Hell, there was a mushroom ninja who would like heal.
Mushroom ninja?
Yeah, his head was a mushroom. It was literally just a mushroom man, and his head was a mushroom, and he could release healing spores. And he would
that's just a spore druid from D&D.
Yes.
Sorry, go on.
That's what I'm saying. They had a lot of interesting character concepts. It's just sad because it just happened to be a game that did not gel with what came out at that time. I love that Randy did pull a Hail Mary though and say, "Yo, I'm just saying that battle born. I'm just saying."
Yeah.
Let's be honest, Overwatch wouldn't be as popular if it wasn't for all the fucking women in that game, so they could make all those SFMs.
Like,
Malik says, remember Lawbreakers?
Oh, fuck off with Lawbreakers.
Now, Lawbreakers just failed. That just failed.
Like, that was a whole other, like, mistake on itself. That wasn't even like, oh, it came out at the wrong time. It was, I don't think that was ever going to succeed.
Failure.
You know?
That was just complete and total failure. That was, in fact, yeah, I think there was a video talking about it, and it said that Battleborn actually sold more than Lawbreakers and still had a stronger player base than Lawbreakers, and that's fucking saying something.
Like, fucking, like, alright, you know, everyone kind of, like, you know, sees Battleborn as a tragedy. I don't think anyone remembers, like, Lawbreakers. Yeah, like...
Except for those dudes that, dick ride, old boy.
What
was his name again? What's the jackass's name?
Which guy?
That made the game.
Which guy?
The dude
that made the game.
What was his name again?
Who made it?
I'm gonna check.
He was the one who made, a company when he made that game. Stop healing in between swings. You should finish one of them first before you do that.
You're probably right, yeah. I'm so used to having more magic than this.
Yeah, you should kill one of them at least before you try, because with all of them going at once, you're not going to have a chance.
Dan Nani.
Dan what?
Dan Nani.
Cliff Blazinski, that's it. Cliffy
What?
B. That was the nickname.
Fucking... Google's lying to me then.
Oh, what Google say?
Lawbreakers designer Dan Nani.
He might have been the designer.
I guess.
Because I think Cliff made a whole company. Yeah, Radical Heights. Oh God, Radical Heights. And that was.
Oh God! What was that again? Radical
Wasn't it a copy of Fortnite essentially?
Jesus Christ! Like, I feel like I'm remembering the fucking like best friends video. I feel like I remembered
Yeah.
Eldritch Knowledge.
They did a one-off.
It was
Nah, but remember,
sponsored.
he wants to make another $1 billion IP.
Oh god. Yeah, like my brain, like it felt like.
Free to play extra.
I love how I look up Radical Heights, and then in the fucking description that Google gives me, it goes, after the Lawbreakers' failure, the studio attempted to quickly recover and try its luck with the popular Battle Royale genre. So already it says that this game is a Hail Mary.
Oh god.
Oh man, and I think another thing that was funny. Yeah, you're right, Efren. No one gave a shit about Lawbreakers because one, when it was coming out, literally nobody gave a shit, and then two, the whole time when they're trying to hype up the game before it came out, Cliff just pissed so many people off. Like, apparently he insulted the Xbox owners, which is stupid because Xbox is where Gears of War was at. Which
What the
basically made
fuck?
him
Why
who
would
he
he
was.
do that?
I don't know. He started insulting them, and then after that, he kind of tried to throw some digs at, younger generation of gamers, like, oh, they've never really played shooters. They don't know what shooters are, and it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're actively making people not want to, like, support your work, you dumbass.
No, they should support it though.
I still can't get over when I saw a video with him saying, oh yeah, I think our tone is what's really going to matter, so I think that when other games that have characters, a little too lighthearted, he said, not characters like me that I find inspirational, like Quentin Tarantino. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, this man said he likes characters that are more like, that will belong in a Tarantino movie, and I'm like, that's how you know this is a teenager trying to sound like an adult, which is
like,
sad because he's a grown-ass man.
Quentin Tarantino, like, he's a good writer in his own ways, but, like, I wouldn't say his characters are great. Like, the only one that I really like is Django, but then again, he didn't create that character. Django already existed before Tarantino, didn't he?
Yeah, you know what that attitude is. Somebody saying something like that, that's a kid. That's a kid trying to say, I'm an adult. Like, not like characters that I find inspirational.
I'm a made man!
It was filled with streamers, stream sniping each other. Yeah, I don't know. Lawbreakers. It's literally just a game where the only thing it had going for it was the anti-grav mechanic, and pretty much nowadays other shooters have done it already. So
like fucking, like Dead Space did anti-gravity, not the whole game, but like there were sections of it. Or like, if you want to be able to fly and shoot, fucking BioShock even did that,
Oh yeah.
Like, BioShock Infinite was alright with that,
Yeah, and that was the whole point of Infinite. That you were in the air and you were doing a bunch of grappling and ziplining and shit. What happened,
oh, man?
Why did they do this?
I don't know,
I hate
man.
what they did to Dead Space. Dead Space was unique, and then they turned it into a stupid shooter where you had to upgrade guns.
God, well, I kind of enjoyed it, but, like, to me, I don't consider Dead Space 3 an actual Dead Space game,
He has a fucking a partner.
Now, I remember some people, like, talked about this.
To get with his girl.
Do you remember the bullshit with, like, how they're like, oh, this game is pay to win? Do you remember what it was they were saying about that?
Was it? I don't remember in detail. What?
Basically, the pay-to-win aspect was because essentially you can have these little robots that like collect materials for you. So I pre-ordered the game, meaning that basically I had like a lot more robots to do my work, basically. But like the thing is that the pay-to-win aspect is like, oh, you can just get all the materials you want. But I'm like, not really. Like, those little robots take time, and also, like, typically I meet up with them after I've already played more of the game. So, like, yeah, that was a weird one, I think. Because it's a weird aspect of, like, oh, yeah, don't you want to gather resources and, like, do this? But, like,
it's just so weird for something.
It doesn't work with Dead Space. Alright.
Hell, even the start of 3, if I remember correctly, has you shooting a bunch of cultists, not necroids. You're shooting humans. And I'm like, that's not what Dead Space is. Dead Space is you doing abominations.
Like,
I will say is, I like the little wispy ghost visage on your character.
oh yeah, I like it as well. Like, I think it's usually when, like, I gather souls, you know?
Cause it's
But
still
yeah.
on you, like you got little eldritch glow going on.
Oh yeah, because I'm in spirit form. Basically, this is how you spend most of the game, because if you die in human form, then, like, basically, you go to black tendency, and as me and Leslie kind of described, good things happen in white tendency, bad things happen in black tendency. You know? But yeah. And I think it's supposed to represent the fact that, like, again, like I mentioned, like, it's kind of like how in Lord of the Rings, like, Shadow of Mordor, where, like, when you get your ass kicked, the orcs basically gain more power. So, like, the whole idea is you getting fucking killed in your human form has your human soul go to the demons, essentially. Yeah. It's really kind of weird, but, you know. Also, like, fucking human enemies are the most, like, generic anything, you know? So, like, having, because you don't have to necessarily have the same basic necromorphs, but I feel like if they're just basically humans or, like, necromorphs or guns, it kind of lowers the whole appeal of, like, Dead Space, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Dead Space had a unique thing going for it where it basically untrained you from any horror thing you've ever done before. Where, no, headshots are not a good idea. No, instead of you wasting time trying to kill the enemy as soon as you can with your guns, you try to cripple it so you can physically stomp it to death and get out of there. Like, the makeup of the Necroids, the way that they animate, the way the story kind of fucked with Isaac's head, it's like, that was good. I don't remember much of 2, but I think they just landed him in another place with the, whatever that source of the Necroids is called, I forgot.
Yeah, the marker, basically.
Yeah, the marker.
Where,
And
like,
then in
he actually
3,
built it, like, because he had gone insane.
wasn't he
That was
forced
kind
to?
of cool, you know?
Oh, yeah, he went nuts. He went nuts. Yeah, and that's the other thing, too. His psyche was fucked from all this shit. And then in 3, Isaac is hiding out, and then whatever amounts to the last bit of the government is like, no, yo, you need to come with us. We're going to take you to another marker. And he's like, fuck off. Fuck off. And he's like, oh, well, you need to come because your ex-wife is there. Don't you want to save her?
Wait a minute, hold on. She's dead!
Nah, she's actually just remarried with me. Also, I'm a cool space marine man, and I'm gonna be yelling at you this entire story.
Man, that was some dumb shit, not gonna lie.
I hate it when you had to kill him, and then the girl was like, how could you do this, Isaac? He was literally trying to kill me.
Look. You know? All I'm saying is, why'd you kill him?
They went a little too fucking weird and veered off with fucking 3. It's no longer a horror. It's action mode. I feel like Resident Evil had a bit of that problem too.
I mean, like, Dead Space 1 feels like a Resident Evil game. Like, after Resident Evil 4, that's when it started to go, like... But then again, it was always kind of action-y. But, like, it wasn't really like that until, like, 2 or, like, 3 really kind of emphasized that, you know?
Yeah, 2 definitely made it more horror. And then when you had 4, that's when... 4 was when they realized their mistake and they said, okay, we can't pick a decision right now, so let's go full action mode and make Leon into a, ubermensch, action star, right?
Yeah.
And then 5, they were kind of like, okay, so how do we continue with this? Okay, what if we do Chris, and Chris is in Africa? Okay, wait, it might be a little suspect if we have Chris in Africa shooting people. Okay.
No, he's got a black woman helping him shoot black people.
Yeah, we'll give him a black woman to help him, so it's not weird. And we'll have him try to save Jill, but he doesn't know that Jill's alive. And Wesker's there too. And Wesker's gonna tell you his big plan, which is where he wants to advance the human race.
Man, like that kind of shit is the funniest to me. Although, I actually really liked RE5 once I started figuring out the controls. Like initially, I hated it. I didn't actually
It just
understand how
sucks
to
to
play.
play by yourself.
Yeah, it sucks, and like the only reason I really kind of got through it is because what do you call it? I had someone else helping me. Yeah.
Oh, Malik, correct me. Nicole's the one that died in the first game. He married the chick in the second game, Ellie. Ah, there you go. 'Cause I didn't.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
didn't,
Yeah.
know anything about 2, so I didn't know that. Yeah, I was like, fucking 5 was when they kind of tried to keep it going, and then 6 was when they went full just dumb.
Although
Like,
6
was
is
when
so
it's
weird
kinda
because
weird.
Leon's campaign at first kind of seems like it's going with the horror aspects. Then that's immediately dropped, you know?
That's what I'm saying, because you were going from so many different perspectives. You had Leon's, then you had Chris. Okay, can we talk about how Chris is the worst, and you should never give him a team of people? Why do they keep giving him a team of people? Like, remember that dude that was trying so hard to get Chris back into action? He says, what happened to the legendary Chris Redfield? He got his men killed. Why do you want him? Like, why do you want to keep working for this
He's not
guy?
even as cool as Dan the Reaper.
Like, Chris is like a one-man wrecking crew. You just throw him at problems and hopefully the problem gets settled, but you don't give him people to work with, because they're gonna die.
Oh,
Even
man.
Ada Wong was like, dude, how many more people are you gonna get killed?
Where'd my phone go? Yeah, like, fucking... I don't understand, like, what people, like, see in Chris as a commander. Like, and even if we go into his stars phase, like, he didn't even really command anyone. Like, in fact, Wesker was the commander in that one. You know?
Yeah, like, you had... And then, oh my god, remember fucking Wesker's son?
Yeah, I kind of liked aspects of it and thought that would... Oh, hold on, let me ask you.
He was basically prototype Nero.
Yes, more or less, you know?
He acted a lot like Nero. He had that snarky jackass mentality. He had a weird connection to an antagonist. He was also weirdly upset about Chris killing Wesker, even though he even admitted he hated
T-Rex
his dad and
Simmons.
His dad was a piece of shit. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Because I was reminded of the T-Rex you fight at the end.
What were you going to ask me?
I was reminded of the T-Rex. Remember how Simmons turns into like a T-Rex at the end? Sorry.
Was that what you were going to ask?
Yeah.
It sounded like you had a question.
No, because I'm just reading what Malik said. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, it's good. But yeah, like, fucking, what was that kid's name? It was Wesker's kid, and he was with some chick. And
Jake.
I think they were like...
Yeah, it was Jake and Sherry.
Right. They were like, alright, we need you for something. He says, I'll help for like $1 billion. And they're like, okay, fine, whatever. And then, like, the whole time, anytime they run into Chris, he's kind of like looking at him like, hey, who's that guy? Oh, you mean Chris? What about him? I don't know. And it's like, it's like he's already getting vibes off of Chris, even though at that point he doesn't even know Chris's relationship with Wesker.
Oh, yeah.
And then in the end, he's like, so is it true? Did you kill him?
They try to sell it like they're mortal rivals. Like, fucking...
Yeah.
He just halted his plans in, like, 2 games. You know?
And also, they made it seem like Chris was remorseful about it. He was like,
what?
Go ahead. You deserve... Yeah, there's a moment when Jake...
Oh, God, I forgot it. I forgot so much
like,
of RE6, honestly.
Yeah, he's like, go ahead. You deserve it for what I did to your dad. It's like, Chris, you stopped a supervillain. Why are you
man's father... I think you forgot that he also betrayed your team.
He's literally a supervillain. Why are you like, you deserve payback for what I did? It's so stupid.
Yeah.
And then it was the fake cum Ada Wong.
Yeah, that was such a weird... I feel like each of these games, like, each of these campaigns, like, is too long for, like, for it to be like, oh yeah, play through each of them, you know? Also, I got the game day one because I'm a stupid idiot, but, like, because, well, I kind of enjoyed the Mercenaries mode. I feel like that mode by itself is kind of redeemable. But anyways, the fucking whole, like, Ada Wong like as a cum monster thing was so weird and
That
out
was
of
funny.
nowhere, you know.
It was.
And
And
again, like,
remember when
and the
she
one
said when
thing,
she came out of the pool, she was like, "And chaos will reign." It's like, what the
oh
fuck is
god,
happening anymore? Like, none of these villains make sense anymore.
did they ever?
But they made a little bit of sense, you know? Like,
Yeah,
Umbrella was
yeah.
still stupid, but their methods and overall plan was, yo, we're just gonna be the superior group. Okay. And then you eventually just spiraled into whoever has a bioweapon is now a comic book villain, and they don't even know what they want anymore. They're like, I want world domination. I want to turn everyone into werewolves.
Wait,
I'm
that
gonna
still hit
turn
me.
everybody into this. Looks like it.
That's bullshit.
No, it's called skill.
Can I escape this? Yes, I can.
You're supposed to be a hero. Heroes don't run. Stop crying, hero.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Jake's fucking name was Jake Mueller or Mueller. You know? Oh man.
Fucking mooly.
I think that might be racist.
It is, apparently.
What is it?
I think it's an Italian slur for black people, which is why it was really. And you know how I know that? Because Wooly said it with so much enthusiasm. I'm like, well, obviously this is racist to black people if Wooly likes it. It was when we were playing the fucking.
I love how true that
shit.
logic is.
Fuck, what's the name of it? Not Godfather. Fuck. Not this fella. The Sopranos. The Sopranos video game, yeah. And
Yeah.
When Willie was in the bar, he ran. Anytime he ran into a black guy, he was like, "Who let this fucking moolah in the club? Who the fuck?" Like, he was so energized. I'm like, all right, obviously this is an Italian slur against black people.
And because it's an Italian slur, they're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, like there was a moment when they ran into a black security guard, and Willie was like, "Okay, I know you're a fucking eggplant, but listen up."
Oh yeah.
Leak learned it from Mafia 2.
It has to be Italian. What a wonderful language. They have two different slurs against blacks.
Oh man, remember when Vito was in the shower?
Oh god.
Those some nice scars you got there,
Oh
boy.
Jesus.
Where'd you get them?
Wanna know how I got these scars?
Oh man, Joker would not do well in an actual jail.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah,
wait, hold on.
Fucking crazy.
Which Joker? Joker or Joker?
Really.
Yeah, actually,
Yes.
neither of them would.
Yeah, Persona's Joker would be just as fucked. He's a scrawny boy. He ain't
Probably
got no
more
real skills
fucked
in real
because he
life.
is in a Japanese
yeah.
prison. He's a young male. Remember,
he already
in
looks like a
Japan,
female.
you can be a broke pedophile. In America, you have to be rich to be a pedophile and get away with it. But the moment you fucking do drugs in Japan, your fucking life is
Or
over.
hold a gun, or even look at a gun, or think about a gun, or breathe on a gun. Oh, we got you locked for life.
What do you think is up with Japan, the sexual deviancies?
I think the thing is they're so repressed that they acknowledge that, okay, as long as no one's physically doing anything, it's okay. Because I think their whole culture is repressed. Remember, this is the group of people that created tentacle porn because they sense they use
Yeah, but they
tentacles
have
as
a
censor
weird
for
thing in
dicks.
their porn where they have to censor, like, the tip of the dick.
The
Like,
vaginas and the
no!
tip-
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm alive.
That's what I'm saying. Think about that. How repressed are you, right? Like, you're literally watching porn. Why are you censoring the very thing that is in the porn? You know? So I think all Japanese people are, or at least the society is so repressed that they're kind of loose with people and the stuff that they draw or do as long as they don't do anything physical, you know? I think it's like the opposite.
Yeah.
Well, not the opposite, because the West is also super repressed. But I think
Oh,
they're
yeah.
repressed in a different way.
Like, we're repressed in the way where we like to say, like, oh, yeah, you know, like, sex is bad to show on TV. But at the same time, they also kind of sexualize, like fucking,
kind of, they
in
do.
the West, you get fuckers that make movies like Cuties.
even if you don't want to go cuties, remember, fucking in the early 2000s, that was the craze of the teen idol pop phase in the West. Remember, like Britney Spears and
Yeah.
chicks like her, like young girls. It was becoming a parody that they were being shipped out to Hollywood to be used and abused as long as they could get their minutes of fame. Like, there's a reason we had a huge influx of celebrities suddenly
Oh
becoming
my.
drug addicts and, you know, criminals, because, like, oh yeah, it turns out, oh, they got fucked when they were kids. Like, oh
Also,
yeah, this
wait, hold
child
on.
actress
Malik
that you
says
remember, yeah, she got fucked.
it.
Eh,
Malik says it really bummed him out when Galco's creator got out as child molester. All right. Well, it
So
says
wait,
Chomo, which I'm
Galco, is
assuming is
that,
was short for.
hey Malik, is that anime about the, chick who looks like a ditzy, that tan archetype, but it turns out she's actually a nice girl? I don't
What is
know
Galco?
what Galco is. I'm assuming that's what it is. I want him to explain it because I might be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know either, actually.
Yeah, because I think the last time I heard something that even sounded like that was an anime about this chick with big tits who dressed like, you know, one of those Gura girls, but it turns
Oh,
out that she was
alright.
actually a nice and wholesome person.
I like
And I
nice,
think like
wholesome
that was the whole
persons.
yeah, like that was the whole point of the show. Like, oh, she looks like that, but she's actually
Oh,
just
he
super
says
kind
yes,
and
it's that
sweet.
one.
Okay, yeah. Oh shit, that guy's a chomo. Damn. Wait, if he's a
Shit!
chomo, why do you make an anime about a chick with big tits?
What the hell?
Wouldn't he go reverse? Yeah,
Like,
that's really weird. It's
that,
really
that
weird.
is odd. And yeah, like, it goes back to, like,
You
when
know
we said,
what?
like, why is it multiple people go into, like, child pornography? And it's just because, like, children are the easiest to abuse and manipulate, as fucked as that is to say, you know?
I think another thing too, because we keep hearing more and more about creative types who end up being exposed as that. I think it's like a weird, like, thing. Like, some people might end up getting into the creative arts for a very dark reason. Like, you know, and some people say, oh, they're almost trying to regain their inner child and shit like that. It's like, it's some, like, I know it's stupid, but it's like, there's gotta be some link here where, like, how many creative people have we heard that turns out, oh, he's a chomo, she's a chomo, she's a chomo, he's a chomo. It's like, in all these
Chomo's a
people,
good
what
word
do they
for it.
do? Yeah, and it's like, in all
I
these
hate
people,
that it
what
is,
do they
though,
do?
by
They
the way.
make anime, they make video games, they make music, you know what I mean? Like, any artistic kind of person. I think they're the only people who are like that, but you know, it seems to be a trend, right? Like, why?
Why can't we
It's
just
something,
have creators that aren't shit?
like, yeah, all creators aren't like that. Everyone and they're not the only ones who are like that, but it seems to be like a trend, right? Where it's like, what is it about creative types where this just seems to be a thing sometimes? Like, is it a weird psychological link between like their inner child or something? I don't know, man. It's weird. It's creepy.
I mean, maybe it could be that they think they can get away with it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
probably.
that's the obvious part. But you know, it's like why that would even come out, you know? Like why does it seem like all these are the type of people that seem to be chomos in disguise? Like
Basically, it's like that meme Sam posted, successful child actor. A fork in the road. Either a shitty music career with mediocre music coming out of them, or child molestation.
but instant money. Yeah, we were talking about it was like yeah, the West is repressed in a different way that Japan is repressed. Japan's repression is like, oh yes, well, we don't talk about sex in public. We don't say anything sexual in public. But we'll allow you to draw and talk about it in any kind of fictional content you want. But even if you're making a hentai, we still gotta censor those dicks.
Oh yeah.
Simple. Meanwhile, in the West, it's like, oh yeah, you don't talk about sex. You don't talk about sex like that. That's horrible. You also don't talk about anything that's not 100% straight and 100% straightforward and normal. Something
But
that we
they will
consider normal.
market, like, lesbians in, like, hentai and shit.
Yeah, we'll market lesbians in advertisement. We'll market, you know, sex in any kind of advertisement. We'll also market young women in any goddamn pop scenario. That's why you had that influx of drug-addled pop stars and child actresses and shit. popping up going like, oh yeah, by the way, the director used to fuck me.
Oh god.
Just by the way, in case y'all didn't know why I'm crazy now.
Why it's gotta be
James
like that?
Franco.
Didn't James Franco, wait, did he, or was it that he made a tweet talking about it?
No,
Oh
he
no, I'm
made a
thinking of James
statement.
Gunn.
Yeah, James Franco's the one that went like, I have sex with my students, acting students, all the time, and I'm addicted to it.
Why?
Now, alright, remind me, his
So,
students are like grown adults though, correct?
yeah,
They
this
are
is
in
an acting
college?
school for grown adults, yes.
It's
Otherwise,
still
he'd be in
scummy because
jail.
it's a student and teacher,
Yeah,
but I mean,
the power
as long as
dynamic.
they're not like high school students, then it somehow
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
as
the age
horrible.
barrier. Like I already don't like anybody who tries to like skate around and be like, well, it's not that big. It's like, all right, no. But at least,
So,
like you said, Efren, if the age is not under, we can make an
now,
argument that this happened.
you're under the impression that James Franco is just having sex with them, right?
The fuck
Basically,
else is he doing?
What
he
is he
takes
doing?
them on dates, right? And then when he's in the car, he basically goes, "Hey, we're gonna get this, hey, right? Are you gonna get some more time with me or one of the teachers? You gotta suck this dick." And then the girl goes like, "No," and then she just fucking
If you
forces her
think
head down on
that
his
you are
dick.
graduating without sucking my cock, you are wrong.
Uh,
So yeah,
Damn.
so like I said, he kind of forces him to do it too.
Ah, so now you especially don't even get that cushion of like, oh no, they were just my students. They were all of age. Yeah, but what about the one where you literally held her head down and said, breathe or suck?
Yeah.
Okay, you're taking those
So
words out of context.
after
I
that,
don't
he
remember
went on
this one.
Stephen Colbert and was like, you know, did this typical excuse, and was like, I respect women, he respect for women,
What the fuck?
but he never denied those fucking comments, those fucking sexual acts that they accused him of doing.
Ugh, what is it about people? Like, now I'm actually thinking about this because it's like, okay, you've got um actors and creative types out here committing these kind of crimes. Then on the other side, you have various scandals of athletes committing outright sexual assault and abuse.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah, it's
like,
true.
what the fuck? Like, what the hell, man? What is it about these types of paths that brew this type of mentality? Like,
Like,
fucking
this one
Conor
of those were
McGregor
like
There
has
was
multiple
also
sexual
power
assault
corrupts,
charges.
you know?
Yeah. Are you
there's
there?
also there was an age where it was stereotyped that black football players or athletes beat women.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I
god.
remember that time. And you know how you know it was a time when that was a heavy stereotype? Law and Order did an episode about that.
Oh,
That's
fuck
how you know
off!
it's that common. Yeah. In
Oh,
fact, I
come
think they did.
on. What's
In
what's
fact,
with
I
Law
think
and
they did
Order
two.
doing that shit all the time?
In fact, I think they did two.
It's,
Yeah. Yeah, they did two. One was a football player who turns out, surprise, surprise, was abusing his wife. And when Olivia was trying to investigate and get the woman to admit what was happening, she said, "What? You want to line up and arrest another black person? Oh, he's a successful black man, therefore he must be violent." It's like, we literally
Oh
have him on
god.
tape, roundhouse punching you, and it's just like, shut up. And then there was one of a basketball player who was accused of raping his manager. And it turns out, no, they were actually in a relationship, but the father obviously did not support them because a white woman and a black man.
Oh god.
And she made up the lie about him raping her so that she wouldn't get in trouble with her family. So she
what is she,
basically
like
slandered.
15?
No, she was just like, I don't want my dad to hate me. And then the cherry on top, Eric, after the case is over and they finally expose the truth that yes, he didn't do anything, and she's trying to talk to him. He says, "What the fuck do you have to say to me? Fuck off." She said, "I just wanted to tell you one last thing because I think you deserve to know. I was pregnant." And he says, "Wait, what do you mean was?" "I got rid of the baby." So she drops the
Ugh.
last bombshell that, yeah, you had a kid, but I got rid of it. Bye.
Uh,
In the distant past,
No, she doesn't get in trouble for.
Fucking-
Wait, what am I talking about?
the world was united.
Of course she did.
She get in trouble for ruining almost his life.
I love that you caught yourself. I love that you caught yourself. I didn't even have to say it. She didn't get in trouble? Oh, wait a minute. Of course she didn't.
What am I talking about? Honestly.
Across the land,
It's like when Wooly made that joke and say, oh, you know, it's how you can get in trouble for being a closet racist. And Pat was like, can't get in trouble for being a closet racist? Are you naive?
No, it was, why didn't that fucking officer get in trouble for being a racist? And Pat was
only after
like, police officer and get in trouble for being a racist? What are you, stupid?
What are you, naive? It's like a breeding ground for hyper-racism.
he entrusted 6
Fucking
leaders with
Pat.
6 precious archstones.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah, it's weird, man. Cause thinking back, like I recently watched a couple of videos again, like the Conor McGregor one talking about his whole career, and like, okay, yeah, he had sexual assault charges and multiple assault charges. Then there's another dude, BJ Penn, who's a really, really good MMA fighter, champion. He started out as a baby face, everyone loved him, and then somewhere near the end of his career, he just turned into an outright alcoholic, abuser. He was beating on security people in clubs. Then you got John Jones, who would start out saying, oh yeah, I'm a good, wholesome Christian man. You know, I just got finished with a meditation session. Oh man. Hashtag best meditation ever. And then he beats his wife. Also assaulted a stripper because she wouldn't give him a lap dance. Had multiple fucking like proof positive for steroid abuse, and the UFC just kept looking the other way. Also, he crashed his car into a pregnant woman's car and just ran off.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
And you know what's so fucked? When like he ran into that woman's car, he only went back not to check on her, but to get the drugs out of his car.
What the
And then,
fuck?
Like, yeah, and then even with that fucking big crime, he was not held. He was bailed out, and the UFC still did not fire him. And then on the next pay-per-view they were getting started, a woman asked about that. She said, "So, is UFC just cool having a convicted a felon just out here on your ticket card?" And Jones had a big ass smile. He says, "Boo, boo, fake news. Fake news. Get a real fucking reporter. Yeah, we don't like you here." Like, he just casually waves it off like the woman didn't say something that was 100% true. And in fact, he tested his steroid abuse was so bad that for one pay-per-view, the UFC had to move the event because the location they were at would not allow him to compete because of the doping laws there. So because he was doped up positive for steroids, and they needed the deadline for the pay-per-view, the UFC had to literally just move the event to a whole different state. So all the people who bought tickets and moved to go there, they got fucked. So a lot of people just literally got screwed out of money for nothing because they didn't even get to see the event in person.
What the hell?
And all for him. All because I think the UFC was just desperate to hold on to whatever stars they had. So they were just like, whatever.
That's why Dana White
It was
constantly
bad,
gets Manager of the Year award.
Oh, yeah. And then it was the Ronda Rousey bullshit when they were like, oh, yeah, you want to talk about a once-in-a-lifetime thing? No, the once ever. She's a once-ever athlete. In fact, she's so amazing, I think she could knock out even male boxers.
She can defeat George Floyd.
Yes.
Yes.
They kept pushing that shit, and I love that Efren died around that.
I don't know that much about like boxing, but the moment I heard that, I'm like, really? Really?
No, I wanted to say Floyd Mayweather.
I know what you wanted to say. I wanted to go with it. You're like, yeah, she could totally do it. Ronda Rousey, look, the dude's got the neck. She got it on the neck, and Ronda's there ground pounding his face. And then she raises her hand like, yeah, I did it.
I'm so glad this is recorded.
Joe Rogan's just like, yeah, Ronda, you the best. You
You
best.
gotta tell everybody what I did, Efren.
I don't have to tell them; they can see it.
Yes.
Fucking Ronda Rousey, Ronda Rousey getting on top mount on George Floyd.
Malik is losing it.
She fucking raises her hands up like, yeah, I did it. The officers throw her a
Yeah, I
parade.
beat this man to the ground.
Dana White is talking about it in the next podcast, like, you know, I told you guys, I told you, she's the most amazing athlete ever.
All she had to
knocked
do
out a
was
felon.
like stay, like keep her knee on his neck, and she won.
All she had
You
to
started
do
this, Eric.
was
You
tackle-
started this.
All she
I
had
didn't
to
say
do was
anything
tackle
negative
that
about it.
dangerous beast. All she had to do was tackle this dangerous beast and ground pound him until he finally submitted his life.
Fucking Malik. Fucking Malik says, clip it.
Oh yeah. Somehow like I'm going. Oh,
my
wait, they
God.
do have the ability to clip things on YouTube, don't they?
What is it? Seeker sound.
I think.
Do they?
Yes.
Yeah, they do. They do. I don't know if it's with every video, but I think it might be possible depending on when you're streaming. And you
'Cause
might be able to go.
I
back
don't
and
know
do it.
if I'm able to do
Or
it
at
on my
least
end
you
because
might
it just
be
gives
able
me
to.
the option to edit, which is like I don't want to edit the thing like because I think it's just to basically
not
cut
get
out
a-
parts, and I'm too lazy and stupid to actually figure out how that works. Yeah.
I think it's possible. Well, you can check again later when you're done with your stream. I think at some point you will be able to clip. I could be wrong though, because I don't know what videos let you do it and what don't. But yeah, that was good. Just imagining Ronda Rousey and then she challenges
It's
Amanda
time
Nunes.
you knew the truth.
What was the truth? What?
No,
The
that
truth of what
Ronda
really
Rousey
happened?
killed George Floyd.
Oh yeah, so that's the real conspiracy.
Oh,
Not
Yeah.
that
God.
the cop did it, but that Ronda did it and got away with it.
Yeah.
Someone had
And look,
to.
here's what Ronda said.
This is the worst.
Rousey said when she was. Here's what Ronda Rousey said when she was brought to court on the charge of her murder of George Floyd. Her defense was, "I thought it was Floyd Mayweather. You know, they all look alike to me."
Oh God.
Alright,
You know,
I'm
they
gonna
all look
fucking
alike
tell
to me.
everyone what I did.
Tell them of the murder that she committed. That horrible monster.
Go. What the fuck is that thing they tell? What's his face? Snake. What
Let
is
the
it?
legend, let the racism begin anew.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man, I sure love being racist.
Man, I sure love racism.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was Ronda
God.
Rousey. Yeah, that was Ronda Rousey's quote when she first got her belt. I sure love racism. Oh, so Ronda, how do you feel now that you finally earned this championship? I sure love racism. Oh man, you know why that works? Because now that makes her bitch fit after she lost her belt even better. Because when Amanda Nunes was the champion and Ronda was coming back to try to get the belt back, she was super intense and angry. So now I'm imagining she's intense and angry, not just from losing the belt, but she's like, I can't believe one of those is touching
Oh
my
God.
belt. Those disgusting. Why are they even here?
Those
She probably
big-lipped
didn't even
beasts.
get in this board. She probably didn't even get in the border legally.
Okay.
Nunes. What kind of name is that?
Oh God.
This is in Ronda Rousey as a racist monster.
Like, I
News
heard
at
Eric
11.
say George Floyd. In my mind, I was like, does he mean that the
I
other
love
guy
how we all knew
Mayweather?
what he was
Am I
talking
stupid?
about.
Was that the wrong
Yeah,
name?
I love how we both knew what he was talking about. I think you were confused, and I genuinely wanted to see if I thought he was making a joke at first. I was like, where is he going with this? But I love that he actually.
I think
didn't
I
mean it, 'cause
laughed
then it's
out
like,
loud
oh,
immediately.
yeah.
Like, my brain and body weren't catching up with each other because I was like, wait, really?
Yeah, now, look, does that change the event now? Does that put a different spin on this if it was
Yes.
her? Where were you when Ronda Rousey killed George Floyd?
Where were
was
you?
Dana White? And the sad thing is, even if Ronda did do that, if she was a successful star during the time, Dana would have still let her stay in the UFC. That
And
bastard.
look,
He would have. This dude let a man that run a pregnant woman overstay. And Conor McGregor flew people out to another country to try to assault a guy. Like, he let them get away and continue to compete. Dana White, he'll hold on to anyone as long as you bring in the pay-per-views. He doesn't give a shit.
Hey, if Dana White, if he was like making a jack-o'-lantern, would his nickname be Dana Carvey?
I love how you tried so, like, you had to stop yourself
Did he
twice
try?
to look for a way to make it work.
I did!
No,
You can't
no,
say
he
I
does
did it!
try. He does try. That's the problem. Efren tries so hard for something that he gives up on, and I don't understand why.
That's right, Evan.
You
Oh God, no!
stop rolling.
Fuck
Stay.
you blacks!
They're coming to get you for
I'm
what
glad-
you
I'm
did.
glad
And they
I
said,
No,
brought it
I'm not the one who
Singer.
killed George Floyd. It was Ronda Rousey.
You helped her. You were there helping
No,
her.
it was Eric. It was Eric.
Well, we don't see this Eric guy, so we're gonna take our anger out on you.
Come fight us in Mortal Kombat 2.
Okay, Shang Tsung.
Oh
That's the
God.
best way to say the.
I brought it
somebody.
back to its natural state, to racism, this stream.
Oh God.
It's just so comfortable, you know. Racism is like a warm sweater. It's so warm you could even think it's on fire. Oh, that is fire. No, I've been burnt to a steak.
Also, for context, Del, those like skeletons that were rolling at me with their
What are
katanas,
those skeleton warriors?
they're called black katana skeletons because they wield the black katanas. And the skeletons.
Cannon.
Ah!
Skeleton warriors.
Na 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 na.
Oh, the skeleton warriors.
Oh, I kind of like how the arrow stays stuck in your character model for a bit.
Stop shooting me. Stop.
I'm
Please
already
stop.
dead. Oh, I died.
No, you're
I
not. We're not
actually
done yet.
was already dead.
And
Well, she did it.
Oh,
So,
God.
the last thing I want to say about Ronda Rousey is that in her final fight between her and Amanda Nunes, she basically got more money than Amanda, who was the champ at the time.
What about Amanda
Oh, yeah.
Waller?
Nah, you don't want to bring up her. She was there orchestrating the
Nobody
whole
crosses
event that
the
killed
wall.
George. Amanda was the actual conspirator all along. She gave Ronda Rousey the Suicide Squad collar, and she said, "Now you go out there and kill George Floyd, or I'll blow you up."
What?
Amanda
I know this is our lore,
Amanda
but it
ordered
still
the
like
hit.
catches me off guard.
Amanda ordered the hit to kill him.
Someone had to.
God. But yeah, it was bullshit that she more or less made more money than Amanda. I think now Amanda's doing good because she got endorsed by that beer company, whatever their name is.
Don't know it, but Ronda
Morello or
got
something.
$1 million out of the fight, the last fight, and Amanda got
come on.
$300,000.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
The champion literally came away with less than the challenger.
Man, it's like
Makes so
fucking
much sense.
Joe Frazier versus Muhammad Ali, where everybody's banking on Ronda, but fucking Amanda has more talent at the fight.
Cause that's
What about
happened.
Joe
Like,
Frazier
people were
versus the volcano?
He didn't do a good job. He did not do a good job. Not a good job at all. Yeah, but people were banking so hard on Ronda because they were like, they already hyped her up for too long. It was like, oh yeah, she's the greatest female martial artist ever. Best female.
Wait, no.
Why you standing still? That's what gets you killed, Efren. You got the opportunity and you're hesitating.
I was trying to hit him with my wand.
fucking- Oh, is that what you're hit? Get a weapon,
Yeah.
you nerd! Get a weapon, you stupid fuck.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it does
fucking-
like slashing damage. Like my wand does blunt damage.
You're an idiot. Fucking. Everyone kept on bigging up Ronda like she was the best thing ever. So when she got her ass kicked, it was like, oh. And then when she finally was coming back, they were like, okay, yeah, it's the comeback. She's gonna come back and become the champion. Man, she's gonna get that belt so easily from Nunez. And
Oh, come on.
like, oh wait, Nunez actually is better. Shit. Well, we gotta still give Amanda something. We hyped her up so damn much. Alright, just give her the milk.
And then she went on to become a WWE guest star.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then which I love that the WWE is starting to become like a trash bin for actual fighters.
Dude, I love that. I love that. That's what it was always meant to be.
Yeah, it's like the bottom of the tier list in combat sports. It's like, okay, you used to be a mixed martial artist. Okay, then you downgrade to the WWE. This is when you've more or less accepted that you can no longer hang in real competition, so you can only deal with works.
Fucking, they go to the man and go like, hey, Amanda, don't worry about it. You get to work with geniuses like Sin Cara. Oh, God.
Sin Cara and Ronda Rousey as a mixed tag team.
I thought you were going to say versus Sin Cara and Ronda Rousey.
What about,
Sin Cara will somehow kill her and himself.
By flopping.
Wait, what about...
What?
Oh, what's his fucking name? Then instead of Sin Cara, it's Linkara. It's me, the Lightbringer.
Why you always make him sound like Ren?
I have no other voices for YouTubers.
Fucking hell, man.
I know why, but whenever I hear Sin Cara, I can't unthink that it's like, it's fucking Linkara.
So what, you think Sin Cara is Linkara's alternate life? Like
Yes! Like how fucking,
he's actually a buff Mexican man who wears a luchador mask.
Yes!
And botches.
Look, that's what fucking, Jim Sterling does.
You're an idiot.
Fuck you.
You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna call Ronda Rousey on you.
You know what? Just for that, player, you're getting, like, 2 minutes with The Undertaker.
You know
that
what,
sounds like you might go and go 7 minutes in heaven with The Undertaker.
I don't fucking know how it all works.
It more or less is.
It goes like, just for that, player, tonight you get to go 1-on-1 with The Undertaker.
Oh,
look.
I love that was always a legitimate threat that always shook the wrestlers. It's like, yeah, man, I'm the best. You give me my title fight or else. Just for that, player, you get a 1-9 match with The Undertaker. Whoa, come on, man. Why you do that? Why you do that?
Come on, man. Yeah.
Then fucking Teddy Long goes to James Franco. Just for that, player, you get to go 1-on-1 with the FBI.
Oh shit!
What?
I never win that fight.
Just for that, player, you get to suck my cock.
Just for that, George, you get a 1-on-1 with Ronda Rousey.
Oh god. And you know what? This time she'll use her left knee. Says it's weaker than her right one.
You get to die slower. This is the worst.
Player.
You did this!
Just for that.
You brought it up again.
For that, you got a 1-round date with Cole Phelps.
Oh
He'll just yell at
no!
you and beat you, but he won't arrest you.
Oh god.
You fuck young boys, Mr. Valdez.
Yes.
Just for that, player.
Oh, but one more thing. I
Oh,
saw
God.
you do it. So just for that, player, I'm sending you to the Columbo dimension.
Does that say Talisman of God?
Yes.
How do you not win already with fucking God Talisman?
So,
I mean,
for
isn't that
reference,
bullshit in any mystical thing, you have God on your side. How
basically, in Demon Souls, they don't have, like, any kind of, like, God state. They just call their God, God, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Jehovah.
Yeah. You know? But, yeah, like, kind of thing is that, essentially, people worship God, but the thing is, there's someone who you meet later on, like, I hope you're not one of those weird fuckers who believes in God. I mean, if you joined the church and then found out what their God actually is, you'd be pretty terrified. Because
Man,
I
I hope they're
believe
not one
it's
of those
supposed to
fucking
be the old
weirdos.
one that they worship, but they don't. They either don't know or they want to try to spin it that this is their god. You know?
Okay.
But yeah.
So it's just like real religion.
Demon Souls is really weird because
Who is this
magic
dude
is
you're
the
talking
same
to?
source. Like they both come from the same fucking old one. But the thing is that what do you call it? Faith and intelligence are essentially just two different ways to harness that same power. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Which is kind of why I like that, you know?
Yeah. So,
You actually
have you
like
guys ever
it.
seen Beyond the Donald Trump thing for American Horror Story? You guys
Oh,
haven't
it's
seen?
got.
Have you seen any American Horror Story thing?
Yes, I
I
watched
only
like
saw
3
that
seasons.
bit that we looked at. I saw the first season, forgot everything about it, haven't watched anything else.
Wasn't there one where these group of teenagers go to a fucking circus, and then it's revealed that one of their friends is the fucking circus leader, and he transformed all his friends into fucking freaks of the circus?
Yes, that was Freak Show.
How the fuck did he do that?
Forgot, but one of the fucking friends was with no hands and no legs on a display case, and the fucking friend goes like, "Hey, now you get to be part of the circus, boy." And then
Yeah.
he just
Like
fucking,
this
and
at
then right as
all.
he's fucking screaming in terror, he opens up the circus for business.
Yeah.
Looks like we got
Yeah,
boys.
I'm more than willing to admit that American Horror Story is kind of just straight up trash. You know? But you know what it is?
Every horror cliche in existence.
Yes, it's basically that, but I kind of like how ballsy it is. It just like, yeah, this season we're going to focus about how Donald Trump is evil. You know?
That's not. I don't think it's.
Well, it
ballsy,
wasn't the
it's
main
more
focus, but you get what I mean, right?
yeah.
Like,
I
that's
don't think
such
it's
a weird
ballsy,
opening for any episode of anything, you know?
It's
Wait,
topical at most.
Yeah,
And the
it
whole
just
thing is
breaches
that
on
the main
topics
villain
that
is basically Charles
controversial shit.
Manson, for all intents and purposes. But this version of Charles Manson really loves Trump.
Yeah.
Nice blue hair.
He loves him so much that he puts Cheeto dust on his face. Like a weirdo.
Man, that was the funniest.
God,
Like,
that
he
dude was
fucking
slow.
coated his face
He
in
was
Cheeto
humping the
dust to be orange.
TV. He was humping the... You know why that especially doesn't work? Because the whole point of people joking about Trump being orange, that's for people who hate him. So if you're literally embracing the stereotype and the lie that the haters make, that's weird, right? That's
Yeah.
stupid. Like, does he believe Trump is a fucking Cheeto?
Yes. I don't
when he started humping the
fully
TV.
understand the whole like thing with it. It's weird, but I kind of like, again, I like how they have a different direction each season. You know.
Yeah. Also, what was I gonna say? What are they gonna say?
Ooh, what to say?
What are you gonna say? Say it.
Ooh,
Say
what
it.
to say?
Anyways, I forgot. Fuck.
Yes.
You forgot because you're full of apricots.
What?
Yeah. Oh man, do you guys remember in Pokemon where you would make your own Pokeballs?
I thought you were gonna say, "Oh man, do you guys remember apricots? Like they wouldn't stink or something."
No, they did actually.
Wait, they didn't? Eric, where have you been?
No, shut up, Efren. You're fucking with me.
Remember?
No.
They've been extinct
In
for
July
years.
17th of 2021, they fucking like had an article talking about how
fuck
apricots
you.
are gone.
Fuck you. I'm not gonna believe you.
When was the last time you saw an
Eric,
apricot?
Where were you when the
I hate
apricot ban
this.
happened?
I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not gonna look it up.
You will though.
Like, Malik, write in the comments. You know this happened, Malik. Watch, type it down.
Yeah, ask Malik. Malik would not lie to you.
Yeah.
You're bringing in innocent people on this.
Innocent. Fucking innocent, you know it. We've talked about this. If Malik had a mic, I swear to God, I'd be scared of what this boy would say. He said one of the foulest things on that Star Ocean
God,
fucking
the
play. I
fucking
don't
pink
even
sock
remember.
still horrifies me.
Yeah, it wasn't even that. It was something else. But he said something that was so foul. Even I was like, Malik, you fucking belong here.
I'm gonna look this up years later after you forget this joke. So
You will.
so I give you the
It's not a
satisfaction.
joke, you fucker. It happened.
Fuck you.
Okay, Eric, prove it. Go get an apricot
Eric,
right
what
now.
is
Go get
up
one.
with you? Why don't you trust me or Dell?
Yeah, you're not trusting your best friend, Efren. You're not trusting your father. You're very untrust. Why are you untrusting, Eric?
I'm glad I
When
don't
have we
simp for
ever?
you anymore.
Did you ever?
But he's still your friend. When have we ever steered you wrong? When have we
Yeah, what
ever
the hell?
steered you wrong? You show me where you can get an apricot.
What,
See,
look in the
Malik
comments.
ain't heard of it.
Supermarket.
Actually, check to see if Malik's commented, Al.
Malik said, "Yep, I heard that too. Totally heard that too.
See?
Apricots are not a thing."
Eric, you have me, Dell,
Fuck
and
you.
fucking
Fuck you,
Malik,
Dell.
who is completely unassociated with us. Like, fucking... He has
This
no
is how I
reason
knew
to
you
go
just
with our
read it, 'cause
stupid
I knew-
joke. Why would he have to, like, do
This
it?
is how I
you
know
know?
you just read it because you were quiet for a second. I said, "See, Malik said, yeah, that totally happened. You were quiet. That's how I know you were reading it."
First time I'm hearing it, says Malik.
Nah. See, Malik.
Look,
got
I'm gonna
that
come around the
wrong.
Rousey on you fuckers.
Oh, yeah, but only Dell is
She'll
black,
come
so
after
only
you.
he would get that
She'll
treatment.
come out.
Oh, no!
Because you guys are
No!
That's
Hispanic.
what you get.
Oh, you remind me of Nunes.
Yeah, fuck. I'm telling you, fucking read the article. It's
Get
from
my pretties.
it's from July
see, Eric, you don't
2021, I think. It was either June or
wolves are
July, one of
attacking-
those.
You're
The wolves
working
are
hard for
attacking
this.
Efren. The wolves are attacking Efren like he's the last apricot in existence.
God damn
The
it.
apricots are so valuable now because of the ban that's how hard they're going for them.
Didn't you see that one guy sold an apricot for $50 fucking dollars?
Hope you find something.
Remember when 50 Cent sold his diamond encrusted skull just to get an apricot because it was more valuable?
I forgot about the diamond encrusted skull.
Remember when Nathan Drake uncovered the last fucking treasure in some other remote place and it was because it was the last apricot in existence?
Yeah.
Remember? Remember when the Phantom Thieves had to steal a treasure and it was an apricot? Because those don't exist anymore?
I just imagined it.
Joker's holding up a glowing apricot. And the shadow person's like, "No, I need that. It's the only food I like, and now those don't exist anymore." Well, you have to learn to live without them. Just because you really want this apricot doesn't mean you should force your desires on other people. You're right. I'll have to let go of apricots and accept that they're banned forever.
What the fuck?
So you see, Eric, total proof. I've just lifted out so many examples of this.
See, this is a sign. This is a sign from God, damn right.
Remember when Joe Chill shot Ruth's parents? Not for the jewels or the money, but because Martha had an apricot in her hand?
What apricots with you fuckers?
Fuck you.
Because they're so rare, Eric. Have you ever eaten an apricot?
God damn it, Eric, why don't you believe it?
Remember
Why
when
don't you
Joker
trust
fell in a
me?
pit of nuts and apricots?
You always say I never tell
Like,
people
Dell
when I'm
is
fucking
joining
with
in to tell you this fucking bullshit. Like, why would Dell go along with my stupid ass joke if I had one? Oh god.
them. What do you do in response to this?
Look it up.
What?
No!
Remember when Liam Neeson called those guys not because they stole his daughter, but because she had the last apricot on the planet? He wanted to get it back. Remember when Thanos had to collect 6 apricots in space to complete the gauntlet?
I swear to God, fucking Eric's gonna be doubting the whole time.
Of course I am.
I'm fucking
I don't
telling
even know
you,
if
they
they're
went
real or not.
extinct.
I don't know if Dylan
Eric.
is real anymore.
Eric, why are you being so contrarian? I'm giving you all of these. I'm giving you all this back. I'm giving you all this real facts, and you're just being obtuse and refusing to listen.
I'll choose all I want, like a champion. Just like Mishima would be.
Oh, now you're just putting yourself down, Eric.
Yeah, I know. Why would you downgrade yourself by trying to relate to such a failure?
Who can relate?
Remember when Joker gave Mishima one job and he fucking dropped the fucking apricot?
Fuck.
And Joker said, "I'm sick of you."
Skylar's gonna come in and he's gonna fucking tell you all about apricots. How much of
Hey, Skylar!
Skylar, before you
Go.
say anything, before you say anything, you did hear about how apricots were banned, correct? Remember that time when they were banned and they no longer exist? For some reason, Eric doesn't want to believe me and Ephraim when we're telling him so many fucking proofs right here. So, you're in another party. You heard about this, correct? You're a well-learned man. You remember when they banned apricots from existence?
Fucking recruiter of gaslighting over here.
Fuck you mean? I'm just asking Skylar if he remembers this thing or not.
You see?
Skylar, you don't remember that
Fuck,
time.
your joke has been defeated.
No, it hasn't.
Fuck.
Also, it's not a joke, you fucking asshole. It's real.
That's
Wait,
why it hasn't been
apricots? I thought it was avocados.
No, it was
see,
apricots, remember?
You know, typical mistake. Typical mistake. They unbanned avocados recently, so I
Get
understand why
him,
you
my
gotta mix
pretties.
it up. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, remember?
That's
No, the
disappointing.
avocado went extinct when Nikocado Avocado fucking died of heart disease. Fucking
Remember
asshole.
when Bruce Wayne's parents were killed over an avocado?
Is there a single
Remember
person
when
who
Uncle
likes
Ben-
Nikocado Avocado?
I don't
I don't
even
even
know
know
what
who
the
that
fuck
is.
you just said or who
Uh,
that is.
I never
A
even knew
fat
that
piece
that
of
was anyone.
shit, basically.
Anyways, on to better things, more wholesome things. Yes, like that. Skylar,
Yeah?
did you know that Ronda Rousey killed George Floyd?
Oh god.
She was there, knee on neck, ground pounding poor George into the floor, and when she went to court, she said, "I thought that was Mayweather. They just look the same to me." And then fucking Joe Rogan was her fucking character witness saying, "I said that Robert could knock out Eminem, even Mansoor." She took that as a challenge and she looked for him. She attacked, joined the court, she assaulted him. Same difference.
Okay,
Ronda
okay.
Rousey killed a man.
Ronda Rousey. Man, I haven't heard that name in years.
Remember Ronda Rousey? Remember the greatest superhuman athlete in existence?
Yeah.
Remember when Luffy ate the gumma gumma no fruit, aka the avocado?
Ah, yes. Although I did still say avocado should be banned. It's just basically
No!
wet grass.
No!
Honestly, I can't think of any time I've actually enjoyed an avocado, even in fucking guac. Then again, I don't eat guac.
Well, now you'll never get a chance.
You're right. They're banned now. Man, I'm getting sick of the fucking government banning all of my crops. What's next? You're gonna take spinach from me? Spinach is banned. Popeye just fades from existence.
Oh man, fucking the moment that's banned, like, yeah, Popeye is just like, oh, it's taking away my power.
So, Pluto, you come to fight me for all of
And those weird things on his
Let's
forearms
do it,
just
Popeye.
deflate.
Oh yeah. Alright, let me just get a bite of this spinach. Nope, I'm out. What? Listen, Popeye. It's time to fight. You can turn as soon as you eat that thing. I mean, last time we fought, you hit me so hard, I turned into a sausage. And after months of therapy and losing my faith in God, I realized, if you eat that thing, I am not gonna fight you. God, Popeye, what's in that fucking spinach? I can't even understand you anymore.
Hey, it's good for my health.
Mercury. Oh man, I can't wait to eventually make.
This dragon really wants the apricot.
Oh look, it's a cloud. He's being a chode.
Yeah. He is
See
red.
someone to He sees someone to burn and he's just going for it. He doesn't even need a reason.
Hey, guys.
What?
I found the exact time place for Skylar to enjoy.
What? Alright. Yeah.
What is that?
Shoot, they were like, oh yeah, you want to talk about a once in a lifetime thing? No, once ever. She's a once ever athlete. In fact, she's so amazing on the feeling she could knock out even real boxers. George Floyd. We thought he was joking at first.
I immediately laughed because I was like, wait, he said George Floyd.
Yeah, I kept going with it because I thought he had a joke until we realized he actually meant that. And then I said, nah, go with it.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Pretty
day?
sure it's George Foreman.
When she killed him?
No, Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. Because that's what they said he was supposed to beat up.
Ah, I see.
I think that was around the time of Floyd's scandal, and they were like, oh yeah, beating on women, huh, Floyd? Well, maybe this woman should be you. And Floyd's like, can y'all just leave me alone? Oh, this one everyone got shot in the ass.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
You sure? Your channel remembered?
Yeah.
But that wasn't this character, alright?
At least she didn't get stabbed
Right.
in the ass. You had a female get stabbed in the ass, you sexist.
Yeah. I am sexist.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Yeah, he was
Remember that time?
Sexist back. Remember that time when sexism was unbanned so avocados could be banned?
Remember that time when avocados crawled so that apricots could walk? What's the thing?
Avocados walk so apricots can run.
Remember that time when God made
fuck!
his image, but God made himself
Arrows!
image?
Yeah.
Remember the
Man,
time
I
when
remember
God
that.
was just a floating apricot?
So what, Skylar, you don't get guacamole at Chipotle?
I don't think I
Why
ever
would I go to
actually saw an
Chipotle?
apricot, by the way.
I've been there once and I don't see the appeal.
Chipotle sucks.
I like it.
Maybe I just ordered something wrong, but
What did you order?
Maybe.
I don't know, some bowl or something meat. It felt really kind of cold to me. I think the wrap that I ordered to go with it was kind of whatever. It's like
I ordered the Wrath of God.
Maybe it's like a cleaner version of Taco Bell, and that's the appeal.
I had the burrito of steak, white rice, and beans in the guacamole. It was pretty good. Not the warmest though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It wasn't hot. The food I got from that place was hot. I was like, they were like, no, it's Chipotle. That's the new vibe. God, I hate it. I kept saying it over and over again.
Oh yeah, Vibe is out, right?
Yeah.
And then also
I started hearing that more and more. I had to cut off those people.
Yeah, you also had to cut them down where they stood.
Well, I do that a lot, and I even said this. I don't understand why, because I keep getting complaints like, Fidelis, you're such a mean person. You're always attacking people and verbally abusive, and it's like, then why the fuck are you here then? You masochist?
Okay. By the way, Eric,
change?
have we got any other comments?
Oh, let me say real quick.
Anything about the extinction of apricots?
No, fucking Malik was like, first time I'm hearing about it. About
God
these
damn it!
apricots being-
Malik, fucking get informed.
Yeah, read a book for one. Read some news.
It's in a book.
Reading Rainbow.
Remember when a rainbow actually just came out of an apricot?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Now you're trying to gaslight me with dumb shit.
This sounds like a
Eric, why
weird
are you-
ass.
What do you mean
apricot commercial.
gaslighting? We're
Gaslighting.
trying to inform you, fucker.
Remember when
No.
the first gaslight was created with the juices of an apricot? Remember?
You can't even
Just
stick to your own
remember.
shit.
I don't have to stick to anything.
I'm
he
glad I
will,
won
doesn't he?
today. I won by not caring at all.
Well, you ain't win nothing. You still support Mishima. You ain't win a damn thing.
Yeah, you didn't win
fuck
shit. Oh, I still need to upload that video.
Mishima God tier.
Oh
What
man,
was that? Trash tier? I agree.
man, Dal, like every day I kind of look to Eric, like going like, is this the day we have to put down this poor boy?
That's every day.
You just
Every
shed one, like,
day's great
remorseful
at
tear.
your Juness.
Whenever I feel
Yeah.
sad, I sing the song so I don't feel as alone. Every day's great at your
Copyright struck
Never
by
had-
Junis.
Never
Every
had Chipotle.
day's
I
great
remember that
at
one
your
South Park episode, and it
Juness.
always put me off. I didn't even know they talked about it in South Park. Doesn't surprise me though. They talk about everything.
Someone
Is there
had
a
to.
Is there a new thing in existence? All right, quick, make a joke off of it.
Get
Yeah.
cut, get cut!
Okay, who makes more references to real life events, South Park or Law and Order SVU?
South Park.
South Park.
South Park.
South Park can get its episodes out faster than Law and Order. So yeah.
Now here's
They
this
have
next
more room to
question.
put gags.
Which one makes horrible interpretations of what happened in real life, South Park or SVU?
SVU.
SVU.
SVU
That's
does
definitely way
the
more
cringy. They try to go for the right path. Like, oh, if our cops were in this investigation, here's what would have happened. And it's like, fuck off.
It's like that joke in Family Guy where the Italian ghost like, hey, if I was there, I didn't say I'm there, but if I was there.
It would have been an entirely different situation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I still
I
can't
always
believe that
cringe
one
when
about
Ice-T
gamers.
goes like, hey man, I know, me and my crew know how to game, but these guys don't know how to separate life and fucking video games.
Or when he fucking
Oh god.
stopped them at the roof, and then he was just like, freeze! It's like, don't make me shoot you, this isn't a game. And then he shot him, and he was just like, I'm bleeding? Yeah, it's not like in the game. I was like, yeah, did you get it? But no, there's not gonna be anything as cringy as the fucking opening when they assaulted that girl, and then when the cop was like, oh, what happened? And she said they leveled up.
God.
Remember that?
That's
Oh,
on a
man.
whole
Literally,
level
like,
of
when she was
cringe.
literally fixing her hair in the mirror and she had like a busted lip, and that's what she fucking says. They leveled up. You get
Hey,
it?
Jesus.
Because isn't that what people say in real life?
Yeah, that's what they say when the gamer rapes him. That's what everyone says.
That's what the gamers say.
Yeah.
Why don't they say more
also
words
what
that
rape
we
victims
gamers
say.
like to hear? But the N-word!
Gamers has always been turned into a bad word. That's our word. If somebody calls you a gamer in public, scream really loud and record them.
Wait, that just sounds like
They
Karen
should've-
behavior.
They should have had that. They should have had
That's a joke.
Lyle in that fucking episode. I'd have liked that episode.
Oh, dude, that would be fucking awesome.
Have Lyle represent gamers in Law and Order SVU.
Oh, this area is not pure white yet.
Fix it.
Oh,
It's fixing.
wait, no, hold on. That sounds really bad, doesn't it?
You had a me moment.
Fix it. Fix
To be
it.
fair, like, anyone who knows what I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about.
Fix it.
No.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that we get rid of that black tendency.
The black aliens.
Mhm.
Bringing their
They mean
guns to the
business,
youth.
you know?
Oh, you know, not enough black people like Sonic, so we'll give Shadow the Hedgehog a car and fucking a chain and a gun. That works, right?
I fucking love
Hello,
how
Ryder.
I was still watching, and I was like, hey, who's doing Shadow the Hedgehog LPs? And fucking the only ones that I saw that had any fucking merit to them were the fucking Game Grumps. I was like, okay, I guess. And they fucking busted out laughing when they saw fucking Shadow with a fucking Uzi that's about to fucking descend upon the world.
Well, yeah.
How can you not? It's an anthropomorphic animal holding a fucking real life weapon. It's so stupid.
Like, you know what that kind of
That
reminds me
kills
of?
it
It's,
for me is he tries to look badass, but he still has those
Oh, yeah.
cartoon
Yeah.
gloves. Like, he literally has those cartoon gloves that every kind of animal character has, and he's still trying to look cool.
like, it kind of reminds me about how, like, one thing that is a common thing in fiction is typically the main character kind of has to like at least look human, because then you can kind of see your main character and not laugh or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so when it's an anthropomorphic character like Shadow,
like a shoddy.
like, I don't think you can ever find him like cool. Like, oh man, he's so fucking cool.
You could only see that in the context of Sonic's furry world, you know? Like,
Yeah.
we're talking about, Sonic's actual world where he's from, was it Mobius? Like,
Yes.
then, okay, I could see you, seeing Shadow as a cool person just because of the fact that he's not like Sonic and his friends. But when you put
He's
him
also not
next
like
to
Blonic.
humans, but when you put him next to humans and shit, it just looks stupid.
It really does.
It just looks so fucking stupid. He's like 4 inches tall. Or 3, shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what that kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of this video that what's his face, ProZD put out, like where he's like, oh, when the cutscene lets you wear your stupid outfit or whatever, and like there's an old man.
Malik has new comments.
Oh, gone.
Never had to put. I remember that one South Park episode and always put me off. Also, it always makes me laugh
Hey,
when
you're
it
doing a
pumps
Skylar.
It always makes me laugh when it pumps a SMG like a shoddy.
Yeah, you ate that. You ate that. You just got baked in fire.
Yeah, go on.
I'm kicking your ass right now.
Basically, he's saying it makes him laugh when Shadow the Hedgehog does pumps a fucking SMG like it was a shotgun.
Like a shoddy.
Yeah, that's true.
We read. Yeah, I read that. Now you did it, Skylar. You didn't hear it. Yeah. Now you and he see eye to eye.
Idaho.
Skylar?
No, we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't talk about
Alright, you sit here.
For now.
What?
As long as I allow him to be.
Get in the call.
I thought he left, sorry. Because he was quiet.
Why? You thought that I talked about it?
Hey, now you're like Rian.
Yeah.
Rian is the most like, oh, this person's not here, they're gone.
Why do you make Rian sound like a narcoleptic?
Is he not?
I
don't know, but you make us like it.
He's asleep right now, actually. Remember when fucking Skyler was like, if I ever encountered the first narcoleptic and I didn't know what narcolepsy was, I would kick his ass after he went to sleep.
Yeah, because the idea is, we were watching Moulin Rouge and like there's this narcoleptic dude, and he just basically collapsed while like talking to them. And so essentially like, we possibly on the whole idea of like, that would suck if like basically you're a narcoleptic and like people don't know what narcolepsy is, so you just look like a weirdo. What?
Made him sound like
Are you trying to kill that boss with bullshit instead of just fighting him?
Yeah.
No, there actually is no other way to fight him.
No. What kills me is that Clout keeps going in a circle. I'm like,
Yeah,
Clout,
yeah.
Go home.
No.
Like, I don't even think he knows why he's here anymore. This really is what would happen if no one was there to talk to Clout and stop and get his head out of his ass. This is what he would be doing.
And that's what I would be doing to him.
If Gillian
Without doing the
wasn't
fucking
like one
drag and
phone
drive
call
by.
away, if Gillian Vitar wasn't one phone call away from him, stop being an idiot.
No.
You made him sound like Plinkett, says Malik.
I mean, look, isn't that him? Isn't that Rian?
Yeah, isn't it?
Why is Clout doing this? What does he even want?
I want his soul!
No, I said, what does he want? What is he doing?
I don't know! He wants to die, probably, because he's fucking with me.
Like, there's really nothing here anymore. Like, oh, it's burning. I can't help but not have the vision of him in my mind. Like, I'm imagining him doing this if no one's there to talk to him.
Like, this is how competent a dragon is when, like, the DM wants to be nice to the player characters.
Like,
You know what I mean? You know?
yeah, I'm not gonna, yeah, if the dragon was like a dumb animal instead of a sentient being that knew how to do shit. Like, cause he stops breathing fire the second he's where you're at. And it's
Yeah,
like, Cloud,
honestly,
don't,
I am so in the open, he could have fucking killed me 3 ways from Sunday.
that's why I'm like, he doesn't even need to fly in a circle, he can just stay there. That's why I'm like, why is he doing this? What does he get out of this? There's not even anything to burn over there.
It's just an asshole in the suit.
Everything over there is already dead and charred.
Everything our kingdom touches belongs to us.
I can't help but get the idea this is Cloud. This is what he does on his off time. If no one's talking to him, if he's not managing his cult, he just randomly finds a spot and goes in a circle for like 5 hours, burning one random spot, and that's it.
So, for reference, Malik, basically in the D&D campaign I'm running with the guys, they're more or less kind of allied with this red dragon named Cloud. It's an ancient red dragon who also wields 2 giant wands that shoot lightning bolts and fireballs, which honestly is overkill to add to a dragon. But anyways, in fact, one of his features is called Dual Wand Wielder. You know, yeah. So basically, now like Dell has the image of that dragon, this ancient beast that's been like around since like before humans. And it's just
he's as old as like my dragon. It's just like the idea of, because you know, like with fucking the swamp when she's like more kind of like laid back and kind of like wise, and the idea is that because Cloud is about the same age as her and they've been around for as long, you'd expect him to be more or less the same intellectually, but now I got the image in my head that Cloud is this random dumbass that just goes in circles every once in a while to burn one pillar of land, and that's it.
Like he never burns the person who's there.
Yeah, he's decided that he's gonna burn this spot and this spot only, and he just sticks to it for a few hours and then goes home.
I will say,
I want to read in the fucking later on that you could just totally fight him one-on-one, no matter with this shit.
Like,
I bet even if there was a fucking way to fight him one-on-one, you would still take this route.
Yes.
Well, of course he would.
Okay, fucking look at me!
That's just very...
I'm a goddamn wizard!
You're
You chose this!
Suit.
Yeah, but fucking either way, what, you want me to walk up and then get myself burned alive? Dragon fights are never fun in Dark Souls games.
Then why they keep making them?
Because it's just such a common trope for Western, like, RPGs. Well, like, Western-styled RPGs.
Cloud, go home!
No!
Go home!
No, I'm gonna burn this fucker.
You know
The moment they get down. They can't be up there all day. They'll run out of mana.
Efren, this is why Sumu needs to keep in contact with the dragons, because if she doesn't, this shit happens. Like, if Sumu didn't say, look, I need to keep in contact with them, she calls Cloud, like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I keep mistiming when I shoot.
Cloud, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I'm burning this random patch of land. Why?
Fuck you.
I don't know. I felt like it. Well, Cloud, how about this? How about I have some giants you can burn? Oh? Like, if we didn't tell him he could burn some giants, this is where he'd be. This is exactly where he'd be.
I bought plenty of spice so I can keep doing this all day.
Can't get the image out of my head now. This is Cloud.
This ancient,
like,
powerful dragon.
Efren, the next time we start the campaign, I'm flat out calling him, and I'm gonna imply that he was doing this for a couple of hours.
Dude! No, alright, what I want is, for us to do Tyranny of the Dragons, like, that campaign, which is technically a prequel to, Storm King's Thunder, but, like, I want us to do Tyranny of the Dragons, because then if there's a red dragon, it just does this. And you have to ask yourselves, how are they beating us?
No, and you know what's worse? Because of Cloud's legendary status and the fact that he has wands, I'm imagining him blasting with his fire and the wands and all that, just a spew of magic in this one location. And he just does that on loop for no reason.
Also, I keep mistiming my fucking spells, fucking asshole. Like, We're
So, like,
stuck
give
in
him,
a loop
like,
where I keep mistiming and basically shooting nothing, and he keeps just burning nothing.
So, Grandma, you and him, you and Klaus, you guys were kind of like close when you were like kind of younger, right? During the old wars.
Yeah, you know, he
was
always
kinda,
just fired
he was
at that
kind of a
one spot,
dumbass.
but I think he finally left that spot. I think.
What was he like? He was kind of a dumbass. But he's
Malik
probably
says
smart
you're
enough
a
to
wizard,
admit, right?
Harry.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
Like, he was a fucking idiot. Oh, come on, Grandma. I'm pretty sure he's wise. You know, he's as old as you. No, trust me, he's an idiot. What? He can't be that dumb. Okay. And then, like, she shows me an orb, and this is what I see.
Oh, God. Are you done pondering the orb? I need to see my stuff.
To see this shit. And then I talked to the cultists. I talked to, what'd you call it? Delphine. Like,
yeah,
okay,
Delphine.
So let me get this straight.
So what the fuck this does with Dragon have an orb? Fucking...
Wait.
What?
Wait, what'd you ask?
What business does Dragon have with an orb? Fucking Caligula Machar tells, alright, granddaughter?
Yeah.
Hello.
Go away. I need to do my business on the orb. And then she goes, sexydragonteens.com.
It's Sex in the City, and it's fucking starring multiple characters in Neverwinter.
Sexy dragon teens fucking a gilf.
On
Dragon Hub.
You know how there's Dawson's Creek? It's Drizzt the Erden's Creek.
I forgot something. Oh my God, Grandma, what are you watching?
Why do you have a dick?
Why not?
Well, no, like, why do you have a dick? And she's like, why do you have one? Touche, Grandma, touche.
Oh, God. This is probably
anyway,
stupid.
Grandma, I'm gonna just walk out. I see that you're very busy with your TV.
Look at how much damage I do. I do 28 damage.
What's a TV? This is an orb, youngling.
Okay, yeah, that.
I'm pondering my orb!
Just make sure none of the baby dragons see that, okay?
Baby dragon.
Grandma, why? What is that one white dragon doing to that black dragon?
Wait, what? We're going there now?
It's not interracial, they're from the same race!
Eric wants to turn this into
How's that a fetish? What,
thing.
you just like the fucking skin color difference?
Are you telling me or the dragon?
No, I'm just saying in general.
Clouds, go home!
No! I'll get this fucking wizard someday.
Cloud goes like, no! Ever since Caligula said she likes black dragons.
Oh, God.
Dude, wait, so you two were together at some point?
No, didn't I just tell you about her fetish with black dragons?
Black dragon?
Oh, so you shot your shot and she turned you down.
This is the same spot where they confess to each other.
Well, Cloud, hey, why not try to get with Emir? You know, you could try to get with Emir.
That's my friend! Or was!
No, they were never friends. It was just like, hey, we used to kill people together.
That's my acquaintance that I know on some occasions.
It's on the same level as your friendship with Rian.
What? What?
Aren't you just acquaintances?
I like the idea. I like the idea of Eric.
I like to think we're friends.
Idea of Eric getting. No, fuck that. I like the idea of Eric getting offended and saying, "What? What? I'm not an associate of Rian's." I ended up thinking of like a stupid, like this.
Be gone with you, the fucking message says.
You a bitch ass little man. You never did a thing in your life. You fucking hid among giants and ran away. You a fucking pussy. You ain't never did nothing for real. That's why none of the dragons fuck with you. You ain't shit. You a weakling and a coward. And I was like, wait, if I sent this kind of message out, then it'd probably kill the giant dad faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just out of pettiness. Well, the good news is, even if he does get him killed, I can revive him.
Yeah.
Cause at least that'll be in enough time span for me to bring him back.
Yeah.
also got a teleport too, so that's good.
Yeah, you gotta teleport over there.
I'm like, alright, dimension door. So all I gotta do is describe where I want to be, and I can be there. Alright, perfect. Cloud, seriously, man.
No!
He's actually getting sad now.
I will say,
You're
there's
almost
another
dead.
dragon. There's another dragon that basically achieves the same way. But that fucking dragon flew away before I could kill him, and it pissed me off.
You're mad you couldn't finish it off with your cheat.
Yes!
Fucking Cloud is gonna be like, alright, I'm down to 1 health. Time to fight!
Oh,
Like,
God.
honestly, from how weird his pattern is, I feel like you could beat him down there on the bridge if you know where he's gonna stop breathing and just hit him
No,
with
he
shit.
never lands well enough. Like, his feet are never close enough
No,
to
I
the
mean
ground to actually hit.
So that can't hit him from that range.
No,
Your
like,
bolt
it's
thing?
really stupid. But basically, typically speaking, you're supposed to just treat him as an obstacle in the fucking road. But you can kill
Yeah.
him, and when you kill him, you get his soul. You know? This
Cloud,
is
why do I-
extremely optional.
Sumu, we need your help. What? We need you to revive Cloud. What? Wait, what? Yeah, Cloud, look, there's something that we need to tell you.
Yeah,
So,
but some
Cloud is
asshole wizard
powerful.
took his soul, so that's
Yeah,
kind of impossible.
Cloud is powerful, and he is a very powerful and kind of wise dragon, but he has this weird kink in him where he always comes to this one spot to spray at it. And people can kill him, and it's happened multiple times actually, but we always revive him, but our usual dude is gone, so can you do that? Okay, I guess. You're like, Cloud, what the fuck, man?
Look,
Yes.
I just want
Do
you
you
to
have
look.
anything? All I see,
Yeah,
Cloud,
look
is
here.
your busted ass. That's it. All I see is your busted ass on the floor, Cloud.
I've been prolonging this because I keep fucking missing.
What an
No, Cloud,
amazing
maybe you should
action-packed
retire.
stream!
Like, who's stupider,
No,
me or
Cloud,
the
maybe you
dragon?
The dragon.
You know, Cloud, maybe you should retire too. I think you're starting to have some problems, man.
Look, I'm trying my best. This bridge is never going to financially recover.
Cloud,
I want there
go
to be a
home!
bug. I want there to be a bug where the Cloud gains all his health back.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna stay here all fucking day then, aren't I?
Aren't you though?
No, you won't. Not if you know that you can't kill him that way. You'll just leave. Yeah.
Look.
Yes.
Alright, like, it kind of reminded me where I thought that I killed the maid in black, but the thing is that she's the one NPC who basically comes back, because, you know, she needs to give you your level up, so they can't take that away. But, like, then, like, Leslie, imagine Efren's the only one who's discovered, like, they could kill the maid in black. And like, what? No! Why me? What did I do to deserve this?
Wait, where's Cloud?
You
Is he
killed
dead?
her. That's what you
Not yet. Oh yeah, there they are.
Cloud, go home.
He can't go anywhere, he's fucking dead.
Like, look. Well, then what was the point, Cloud? You did
Fuck you.
nothing.
I am a big hero. Did you see how I killed that dragon heroically?
Shut up, Efren. Shut up. I want to tell Grandma Dragon you attacked her stupid on again, off again, buddy. Go like, yeah.
Are you gonna go get the soul?
fuck- he
No,
died,
it automatically
but he-
goes to me because there's literally no way for me to catch it. You know?
Okay.
Like, Grandma, you won't believe it. Klaus
Oh.
died. Was he going on that bridge again? Yeah, then he deserved it.
Look, man, that bridge is the site of many things.
It was the bridge where I told him that we were not in a relationship, and he just wouldn't. He just didn't take it well.
It was, hey, I got a renowned hero's soul and an unknown warrior's soul.
You know what that is. In Klaus' mind, him and Gilmitar were in a relationship, and she finally broke up with him, and he was like, it was the day that my heart was broken. But to Gilmitar, was like, dude, it was when I finally told him to fuck off and that we weren't dating.
Yeah, but you know, I thought we were.
mourns his death, and then finds out she's the fucking inheritor of all of Cloud's land and money and things.
And then she was
Man.
like,
It's, oh no, Cloud! And she wipes her fucking tears with dollar bills.
Oh, by the way, you know what that reminds me of? It kind of reminds me how,
"That's
like,
why she's my grandmother."
the party I was DMing for, basically, they managed to kill a dragon, because I figure at some point there should be a dragon in Dungeons and Dragons, you know? But yeah,
Well, that's crazy.
basically,
Actually, there should be dungeons.
they killed the dragon. Well, actually, this one had, like, technically 3 health bars. Once you kill it, then, basically another dragon, like, does a chest burster type move out of its, backside. And, yeah, basically it was a horribly mutated dragon. So, basically, it had a horrific, violent birth out of its back, essentially. And so, the whole thing is that they had to fight that weird kind of, like, fetus dragon. Then, after that dragon died, it was a much smaller baby dragon. Which then the paladin just kind of stabbed in the face.
So it got easier with each burst because it was a smaller one.
Like the second one was basically the same health bar. It just wasn't a good flyer, you know, because it was just newly born. I basically ripped off Bloodborne in the sense that like you fight the fucking Orphan of Cause, which is basically just a newly born horrifying eldritch thing.
I feel like that was you when you were born, Efren, and you just.
I think Les made the same joke about me that the Orphan of Cause is just me as a boss fight.
That was you when you were born, and your parents and the doctors and some officers had to all team up to contain you.
Like, you know, like, as soon as you give me the placenta, I have a weapon.
Cause you were born, and then like just how like infants are, they don't know anything, so they scream to get the air in their lungs and shit, and get all that. You're screaming, and then your first thoughts are, "What is this? Where am I? Who are you people? What's going on?" And you just flailed at everything in the room.
Yeah, look.
It took 7 SWAT teams to finally subdue you.
That's their fault.
And then it took lion tamers to help your family actually convince you that they're your parents and you shouldn't attack them.
Yes.
Like, listen, those are your family. They
Now,
love you.
Hold on. I want to read this off a bit. The soul of the Crimson Drake demon, so the, you know, basically a dragon, a source of great power. It was such great power, you know. Like, I killed something with great power, you know. I'm a
Great
huge hero.
power, very low intelligence.
Yeah.
Look. Like, I'll say that they didn't put nearly as much effort in item descriptions in this as they did with other Souls games, you know.
Now I'm imagining certain characters from the campaign, and I'm wondering how they would do the whole, what size is your bra thing. So I'm imagining Cloud would either be how Flintborn your mommy milkers, or
Oh, God.
he'd either be that, or he'd be like, "Hey princess, what size are your juicy, delicious, scrumptious watermelons?"
Oh my god.
And it's like, why didn't Gillimantar get with me? I don't know why. And it's like, well, maybe it's shit like this, Klaus.
Also, oh god, I just realized that the royal is basically way better than the wizard because fucking the wizard doesn't get a headpiece that gives them extra mana, you know. Fucking bullshit.
That was what he'd said.
Let's see.
Being royal
So,
is much better.
Luigi would probably be like, hey, mama, what size tit you wear?
Oh my god, you guessed it correctly. That's me if I was straight.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's see.
Any new comments from Malik?
No.
Alright. Maybe he probably fell asleep seeing that fucking shit show.
He was watching someone slowly murder a poor innocent dragon, and a dumb innocent dragon banging his head effectively on a wall over and over
Look,
again.
it's one idiot fighting another. It was the battle for the ages.
Hey, I think
Idiot versus idiot. Who will kill themselves first?
It was the dragon.
Yeah, I'm back.
We saw a dragon basically commit suicide as it kept flying. In the exact same
Suicide is
pattern.
painless. Oh, wait, no, it's not.
Since it's Monday, I should ask ahead of time. Are we gonna do Skyler's thing for D&D, Efren?
Like I said, next week.
Oh, this is next week. Is it?
Like, wait,
What
hold on.
happened?
No, like I thought. Am I stupid?
No, maybe it's me,
You
but
you could
I
be.
think he
You
said it
could
like on
be.
Friday, so it could go either way.
You
Like I
could be,
think I was
Efren.
thinking like the next week. Like, cause
Yeah.
I fucking have some things, but basically I was like
He's got cocaine to run,
look.
and not very well either. He's not good at it.
I'm good at it. I'm good at a lot of things.
Efren, I'm imagining you as a drug dealer the same way when the guys played the Scarface video game, and one of the missions
Okay.
was Tony to collect some
Oh
coke
wait,
and
no,
go
hold on! I
sell it.
forgot to kill myself.
But literally right when Tony got the fucking coke and went downstairs, he fucking pulled a woman out of the car, crashed that car, then the cops came and then took the coke. And and Woolie's reaction of all of that was so great. No, it wasn't mad. It was like, Tony, I saw you. You literally just left me. Tony, you went outside. You fell off the fucking stairs. You pulled a woman out of the car. You instantly crashed it, and then the cops took your drugs. That's
you know
Efren as
what
a
that
drug
bitch
dealer.
needs? To get fucked.
Thank you, sir. Well, how do you fuck a city? By giving them exactly what they want, baby. A way to get over their sad, pathetic lives. Maybe you're right. Maybe I just gotta aim higher.
Gotta go higher and higher.
Remember when Tony Soprano helped a roaming prostitute feel better?
Yeah. Do 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 do.
I
Don't
don't
make
know
me
why
spoil
I
my
couldn't get
dance.
into the fucking Sopranos, but I just couldn't.
You said what?
I don't know, never could get into the Sopranos, I just couldn't.
It's a slow show. I don't blame you. It's really not for everybody.
Hmm.
Les,
It is for
from what I
Leslie.
see, likes. Yeah, I think Les likes it more because of the comedy factor that these are supposed to be real gangsters and they're all chuckle fucks. But it can be just kind of like, okay, so I don't care, man.
Look.
I think
What are some shows that you know are popular with people, or like people like even say are good, but you just can't get into? Not because you hate it, but it's like I'm just not really into it.
Dexter.
Breaking Bad.
I never got
Oh
into
yeah,
Dexter.
those are two answers I would have
tried.
given.
I tried to get into Dexter, could not do it.
I was able to get into Dexter. I
The dude
finished
just
it.
annoyed me. He just felt so damn arrogant about everything.
Well, that is kind of the point. That is the thing with a lot of sociopaths.
Yeah. And he was so like hypocritical and judgy about like every freak of the week that he was gonna kill. And then there was that super aggressive black dude who was always on his tail, and he's like, oh great. This one. No, I have to deal with
It's
this.
you.
I think I quit a fucking show, Criminal Minds, I think it was, because they said one of the fucking things that, I don't know if this is true, but it felt stupid to me at the time. It was, hey, investigator, I think I know who did it. It was a black guy who came to rob us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he looked black, right? And then the fucking guy just stepped outside and was like, what? It can't be. Black people don't rob people.
They're the most noble folks I've ever met. Just like gypsies.
Something
Black people
along
don't
those
rob
lines.
people. They eat people.
They suck them off.
Something along those lines. I'm just like, what do you mean black people don't rob people or kill people? Aren't they people like us?
No.
Like,
Idiot. No.
like,
That reminds me of a
you can
fucking
commit
video
crimes
called
no matter what
Customer
skin
Service.
color you got.
That reminds me of
Yeah.
a video called Customer Service, and there was a bunch of people just yelling and complaining about different shit. And then this one dude was like, "Hey, what could a motherfucker do to get some water over there?" And then the waiter said, "Somebody get him some water. He's black. He's already suffered enough."
Oh god.
And Malik says The Wire. That's something else.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people. Again, shows like that. When people are praising them, there's reason for it, but it clicks to a certain thing where okay, either you're gonna enjoy the way the episodes flow or you're not. And if you do enjoy it, then yeah, you're gonna love the story. If you don't, you're not gonna be able to hang in there long enough to care. Oh, Game
Yeah.
of Thrones is another one for me. I never got
Oh,
it.
Man, I
never
feel
gave a
like
shit
you're
about
lucky
Game
for
of
not
Thrones.
having gotten into it.
Yeah, you are like you were not getting into it.
My friends tried so hard to get me into Game of Thrones, and I was like, I don't give a shit about anything that's going on.
Which episodes
Like,
did you watch? It doesn't matter,
they
but I'm just
tried to
asking.
get me through first. They tried to get me through first season. It was a friend who had he had all the fucking channels, so we just went to his dorm room one day and it was like, yeah, come on, man, come on, cause you know what it was? I made a joke that the best friends made. And I was like, yeah, man, my storeroom of fucks is low and winter is coming. And he said, oh, I didn't know you watched Game of Thrones. And I said, what the fuck is Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
And he looked at me like I was crazy. Like, what? But you referenced it. And he said, no, come on, man, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. So I said, all right, I'll try. And I was so fucking bored.
I can
Okay.
get that.
I just did not care about anything going on. Like, it just got bored. And he said, "No, don't you
Right.
get it? It's like a subversion of all those fantasy tropes." I'm like, "Yeah, it's just what history would be. It's just history. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just assholes being
But then it
assholes."
stopped being that.
Yeah,
What do you
Oh,
mean, that friend?
fucking
Isn't it so realistic?
Adele, fucking in the last season, the second to last episode, the fucking
Yeah.
girl Arya survives a fucking dragon blast of a dragon fire blast
Wait,
that
What?
blew up a fucking wall, and so the fucking wall exploded onto her and everybody else she was with. It killed only everybody else, not Arya.
no,
I wanna
I
remind you.
didn't even know about that.
Arya is basically like a teenage girl, like early teens, essentially.
Yeah, I know. I think I know who she is because I've seen a review talking about the character. I only knew that she got shanked from behind, like legit. Her whole stomach she was basically torn
Oh
apart.
man, that was
and
some
then
dumb
to-
shit.
And then tossed in the murky water river, likely full of shit water. And she was still taken out, and then was like stitched together. And the woman that was tending her said, "You just need to drink some milk of the poppy." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Her guts are inside out. What do you mean?"
Also,
she's
milk of the
fine?
poppy isn't some like potion.
It's
It's
a
basically
painkiller.
just to
It's a
numb your
painkiller.
pain before you die.
Yeah.
Opium.
Yeah.
I fucking, the Weekend Warrior reviewed that whole thing, and I was like, so Milk of the Poppy is just a painkiller, basically. Because then it showed a clip of some fat dude who was like, just give me Milk of the Poppy for the pain, so I can die in peace or whatever. And that's what they did. But this chick who gets shanked and has her whole front basically ripped apart and tossed in poisoned water, which is all medieval water. It's got all that murky shit in there. That's probably where they tossed all their shit in the water. Like, that's easy infections, and you're telling me she's fine.
Yes.
Fuck off.
And the stupid thing is, like, in the first season, they show that, like, you can't actually die of infection. Like, that's a thing that can happen. Because a dude who's basically a
That's
barbarian,
realistic.
like, has high constitution. Like, he died because, not his wounds immediately, but fucking from, like, later on, when his wounds got infected. You know?
So basically, Khal Drogo was getting threatened by one of his fucking subordinates, and the first subordinate had the fucking blade to his chest, right?
It
With
wasn't
no armor,
poison,
right?
by the way.
Was not poisoned at all. And the fucking Drogo's like, huh, you trying to threaten me, boy? And then he just fucking leans into the fucking blade and cuts himself, right?
That's stupid, but okay.
To show how tough and manly he is. And then he fucking kills the
Yeah,
subordinate.
I get the intent. It's still a stupid idea.
Again, barbarian. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So the fucking Drogo then gets that wound infected. Not because, of course he does. He's in the fucking Outlands.
Yeah. Like, I do know that one of the things that people kept touting about Game of Thrones was that they had a lot of realistic elements. Like, obviously it was still fantasy, but the mechanics were realistic. If you got stabbed, then that's likely either going to kill you or it's going to be a lifelong injury you have to burden you for the rest of your life. Infections are real. You can't just get stabbed and run around in mud and water and be okay. So when I saw the clip of this girl get completely shanked in a way that would murder anybody on the spot and then tossed in water, and that she's fine, I'm like, alright. The writers are just bending everything they can to keep this girl alive.
Water that looks infected with every fucking waste and disease imaginable.
Yeah, it's water from medieval places, like where the fish have already been mingling around. You know, people dump their shit buckets in there. So, literally, it's poison. If that gets in your body, you're dead on the spot. I don't give a shit what you say, but nope.
So she fucking eats that stab, then swims a little bit to the fucking shore of the fucking little lake, or whatever it's called, the water, and everybody's staring at her, and she's just walking, all covering her wound, and then she faints, and then she gets back up with milk of the poppy.
Hippity hoppity, drink milk of the poppy.
So,
Malik says Danny
fucking
going
modern
skirts
medicine, like I've said, modern medicine would have never been able to heal that, or had great trouble healing that, right?
Oh yeah, no, you're done. You're done with that.
Because the lady slashed her stomach, then stabbed her, then twisted the knife to her organs.
Yeah, like, cause the gut has so many soft organs in there that even one prick out of place and it's game over.
Ow.
Like a stab like that, like I said, it would kill most people on the spot. So the fact that she had that happen, then landed in shit poison water and survived, I was like, that is the biggest ass pull ever.
Also,
And then, like, after one day, she was fine enough to go assassinate her fucking attacker.
yeah. I want to remind you that in this, basically, she's training to be a faceless person, essentially. So,
Faceless man.
okay, yeah, like you know, faceless men are essentially these high-tier assassins who,
rogues.
yeah, they're changeling rogues, you know.
Yeah.
She
So-
seems bad at it. Her face seems very visible.
Yeah, like the whole
Wear a
thing is the
mask,
guy who's
bitch.
trying to train her is basically trying to instill in her that like everyone dies, and like that faceless person is basically a conduit for the Reaper, essentially. At least that's how I understood it. Am I correct, Eric?
God of Death. They never say Reaper, but yeah.
Yeah, like one of their things that they say is Ballad of Morgulus, which is
All men must serve.
yeah. Then
And it's
Ballad.
Vada Haris, which means all men must die.
Yeah. Or wait, hold on, isn't it reverse?
Vada Morgulus, all men must serve. Vada Haris, all men must die.
Malik says Danny going scorched earth though. Well, what does that mean?
So,
Basically,
alright, go on.
do you want to finish or should I?
You can go ahead.
Basically, Danny is at the gates and she has to hear bells ringing.
By the way,
for-
just to inform you, Danny, as in the princess that you
Targaryen.
see, you know,
Yeah, I was
Daenerys
about to
Targaryen.
ask. So the
Yeah,
dragon
one of the-
bitch, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
dragon bitch. Danny has to hear bells ring in order for her to signal the men to take over the city. Not conquer it, not raid it, not raise it. Just take over the main government office, which is the kingdom keep, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that they surrendered. So Danny hears the bells ring, and she goes, basically meaning that the bells made her go crazy for no reason.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
Like, and I'll tell you what some people might say if they try to defend like that writing. They're, oh well, insanity runs in her family. Maybe it finally caught up to her.
Insanity is not a trigger that happens with like.
Like, yeah, insanity does run in her family. Like, you know, you kind of say like, because here's the thing with Danny that I always liked is, you know, you kind of say she's kind of a boring character. Like when she's first introduced, she's raped by Khal Drogo. Like she starts to slowly like learn like.
I want to say real
Like,
quick, in the books, Khal Drogo, even though she was a child, she's still rape, right? Khal Drogo waited for her to consent.
Yeah.
And was very attentive.
Oh yeah, what a hero.
I will.
It's more
So-
heroic than the show, I want to say.
No, I know, but just the idea of no, I still did it, but I waited.
Yeah, like,
And
I'll
I
say,
waited
by the
till
way,
she
the
said it
whole...
was okay, and I obviously feel like she
Oh,
meant it,
God.
even though she was likely still stressed out and still probably was just going through the motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
In the
I'll say,
books,
so, like...
no, go on,
Uh,
sorry.
I just want to like give some bit, but yeah. So like, Danny slowly becomes a little bit more ruthless over time, but never like evil. Like the thing is, she would always like pay back people who fucked her over.
Not
Like,
in like the way of saying, "Oh, I tortured you to death." More like, "This is what I need to do in order for people to take me seriously as a ruler."
oh, like there was this one fucker who tried to basically trap her in a genjutsu. I think she killed the illusionist, but she found out who was the guy who like basically tried to get rid of her. And this fucker was pretending to be her ally. So like she's like, all right, you betrayed me. I'm not gonna kill you, but I am basically going to lock you behind this door with the bitch that you're with. So yeah, you guys can enjoy each other for however long you survive in there.
Well,
Yeah.
shit.
So I want to say, our friend,
Hi,
that
God.
guy was in the books too, right? He did not try to trick her in any way. In fact, the storyline didn't happen with him. What happened in the books? That guy just gave her gold and some ships and said, "Get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants you here."
Please leave.
I mean, I guess you know what that is. It's kind of like they probably were thinking like, okay, I know that oh God, Jesus, no! I know that like the story does basically just say, you know, this character just gave her the money and all that, but I think they wanted to like do more with that rather than like, you know, nothing, and also try to have a character development moment for Danny. So I think overall works out, you know. But what about you? What do you think?
It works out in the books, and the show up to season 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But I think I took away from what we were talking about too much.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
No, I did.
To be fair, I was the one trying to explain like Danny's whole bit, but yeah, just to basically explain that she is not like evil. She is ruthless when she needs to be, but she is basically like trying to save people.
Into Jon Snow?
No, that's season 7 and 8, which is the season you gotta avoid. Because in the books,
what is that about?
She hasn't met Jon Snow in the books yet, so the writers were like, I guess we'll do what we want.
Now, here's the thing, is, for all intents and purposes, she is basically Jon Snow's, aunt.
That's why I was like, I saw a video or something where it was joking that, oh, she's crazy and weirdly obsessed with Jon, and it's like, Jon, you wouldn't leave, would you, Jon? You're not gonna talk to anyone other than me, Jon, and it's like, Auntie, please stop being weird.
That was a really weird one, because the thing is that, like, their relationship, even though I was like, okay, like, you know, incest, like, that happens in this day and age, so in this fucking era, well, even in this day and age as well. Like, but yeah, you get what I mean, right? Like, the thing is that fucking, like, it wouldn't even make sense for them to want to fuck. They just met, and their whole thing is like, oh, you know what, Jon Snow, you're not gonna bend the knee to me? No. Well, shit.
What do you mean you're not gonna bend the knee? Bend for me, though.
But then she gets over that fairly quickly, and it's just back to
says,
like,
I'll bend for you instead.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Was that
No.
Oh man.
What's that? Yeah. You won't bend for me? Fine, I'll bend for you.
Like, because again, you know what it feels like? It feels like the writers like read some stuff like online and were like, "Yo, you know what? They probably would be a good ship." Like kind of like what happens with Ruby. But
yeah,
I don't know who thought Jon and Danny should be a ship. It's literally nephew and aunt. Even if they don't know it, it's physically what it is.
Nah. See, I like Jon Snow, and I also like Danny, so therefore this can only be good.
He's a wolf dad, she's a dragon mom.
Or even more likely, I like Danny, and I project onto Jon Snow, so let's do it.
Yeah, that's why I like Jon, because they project onto Jon, yeah. Jon is the insert character.
So, Adele?
Yeah?
I want to say to you that how horrible these writers are. Basically, in the fucking final episode review, they showed how the fucking actors were reading their lines, right?
Right.
And Jon Snow's actor was reading his lines and he was crying, right? Not because he liked the fucking material, but because he was like, oh god, they ruined my character. He was crying, right? Silently crying. And the fucking directors looked at him and they were like smiling.
Wow.
Because they're like, see, it's emotional, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got an emotion out of him.
It doesn't seem like it was a good emotion, sir. In fact, he looks like he's dying inside.
They didn't even let him pet the dog.
Nope.
Wait, what dog?
His wolf.
His dog. His wolf, really.
Well, shit.
Because he sees his wolf, right? The one that he's been away from for so long.
Okay, I gotta go like right now to pick up my dog from the vet. I'll see you in a bit.
Alright.
They didn't let Skylar see his dog.
Sorry, go on.
So, fucking Jon Snow has to go to King's Landing or some shit like that. And then he doesn't take his loyal companion, Ghost. And everybody was upset about that. In fact, the fucking Twitter or Facebook for the fucking Army Rangers was like, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing, Jon Snow? No one leaves their companion behind." The fucking army was like against Jon Snow.
Cause they're like, come on, that wolf Ghost has been with them for like basically as long as he can be. You know, like whenever the plot allows him to be. Fucking that wolf stays loyal. And that wolf is... Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Ghost doesn't die, right?
No.
That wolf is the only one that survived out of all the wolves. Oh, hold on. There's also Arya's, I think. She just had it run away, correct?
Nymeria, yeah. Arya knew that Nymeria was going to die because Cersei was going to want the fucking wolf dead. Because it attacked Joffrey. So she just chased it away.
Also, alright, here's something with writing. I feel like, okay, if it's any kind of canine, I feel like it's very easy to have the audience attached to it. Because even if it's a wolf, like, fucking, I was like, no, the dog is dead, basically, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Even though this is basically a wild animal.
Get more sympathy than man, for they deserve it.
They do deserve it, you know?
So the reason why Cersei wanted to kill one of the fucking dire wolves is because she wants a dire wolf skin coat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on one hand, I'd have to say that that's evil, but on the other hand, Sumu literally was willing to do the exact same thing for that same reason.
So fucking, even though the fucking wolf that attacked Joffrey ran away, she was still like, what about Sansa's dire wolf? We could kill that one instead.
Look, I'm gonna get my coat from somebody. Somebody gonna give me a coat.
And somehow Sansa was still on Cersei's side through the whole thing.
Man, that pissed me off. Like, I hated Sansa, and like, even when they tried to do a whole like, man, she's a badass bitch who's not taking guff. Like, I was still like, man, fuck Sansa. She's a bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck her. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fucking Sansa ends up as Queen of the North.
God, I hated that. And the only reason that only kind of makes sense is because Jon doesn't give a fuck about ruling. It's just, he just wants to get rid of these fucking ice zombies. And it's just like, okay, guys, how about we focus on fighting against the end of the world? I'm fucking telling you.
Go clean up the cages.
What's wrong with people around here?
Fuck you, Jon.
Also, we detracted from telling Dale why Dany burned up the whole city.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
I'm sorry, but
I did distract us as well. Sorry.
It's fine. So fucking Dany hears bells ring, and that makes her crazy, and that makes her go like, "I'm gonna fucking blow up this whole city." Right?
What a dumb bitch.
Even though her original thing, all she wanted was essentially to take back the throne that she felt belonged to her because her ancestors have always sat on this throne.
We're
That's
taking it back.
looks like the most uncomfortable throne ever. But yeah,
It's this throne made out of swords.
Yeah, I've
like
seen
it
that,
made
and I
like the
said
lore for it is way cooler, like because it's basically the swords of all those that have been conquered.
it's something that only looks cool when you think of it from a visual design, but when you actually think about the idea of actually sitting in it, it's like, wait, no, this is dumb. This is really
The
dumb.
fucking original king was like, I made this throne out of swords because I want the fucking heirs to my throne to remember, don't sit on it so casually or you'll get fucking pricked and scabbed. And
I
don't
wanted
type.
to make this as a way to fuck with my descendants.
You know what that
Yeah.
reminds me of? Like going back to D&D about how like the giants sit on a throne that has fucking like kind of unnecessary and kind of dumb looking like dragon skulls on it. But it's like,
Oh, yeah.
man, fucking remember, we're alive and these dragons are fucking dead.
Oh, Malik brings up another point. She's my queen.
Oh god, my queen.
Yeah. You can't respect anyone that calls someone.
I
queen.
used to respect Jon Snow, but I feel like he turned into a simp for no
yeah.
reason.
Well, because the fan fiction said so.
But
Hey,
like the thing
if
is, I don't
you
even know why they would make him a self-insert character. He's not a self-insert.
Oh man.
He is for people. Look, I will tell you this, Stephen, it's almost a law now. Even if they weren't made for that, whoever's the most popular character in most fiction nowadays is the self-insert, because that's the one that the audience projects on the most. Back in the day, it used to be that the self-insert was the boring one, remember? And the other characters were more interesting. But now, anytime someone likes something, they decide that's the self-insert. Oh yeah,
It's fucked
and
up.
then they live their lives through that.
Oh man, yeah. Like, and here's the thing: I think people don't fully get Jon Snow to a certain degree. I think they kind of think of him like as just the lawful good ranger type, you know. But like, I kind of like that.
Nobody saw Pompey.
Oh god, he was in that.
That's the joke Matt used to keep doing in
Oh fuck!
Game of Thrones
He was
update.
also in that Silent Hill movie, like the second one. You know?
Nobody supported me. They've abandoned my brother, just like those fans abandoned me and didn't watch Pompey.
Oh god.
Pompey.
The guy who plays Robb Stark, John's brother, he's in that fucking movie Immortals or the fuck it's called. Oh man.
Pompey.
Pompeii. Yeah. Fucking A. Like, I feel like Kit Harington, I don't know if he's gotten to work after Game of Thrones.
Fucking Kit Harington, all I know about him recently is that after 2 months after Game of Thrones final season finished, he had to check himself into a mental institution.
Oh, shit! Really?
Yeah.
He
Well,
kept rambling about dragons and pudding
Queens.
and dragon pudding. It was a really bad time for him. You have
They never
understand
let me
he's
pet
very
my
upset.
CG dog.
I fucking, I don't know anything about Game of Thrones other than what the Weekend Warrior talked about. I think between him talking about, Dany, that was one of my favorite, well, not Dany, the, Arya chick. I think the other funniest moment was when he was talking about, season 2 of Luke Cage, and he said that one thing he preferred that he was thankful about Luke Cage in season 2 is that it led up on the whole Harlem wank fest. You know, Efren, how
Oh, yeah.
every other time Luke would have something to say about Harlem or some activist or some person that you used to talk about. He said, because what I don't want to have is a moment like this, and he says the scene where Luke's calling Bushmaster, go like, hey, let's fight it out. Okay, man, where we gonna fight? We're gonna fight on this bridge. Okay, man. See you there. Do you know why that bridge is important? And there's an awkward pause. And Bushmaster's like, I don't really care, man. No, this is important. This is really important. This bridge represents the people. Mon. Like, you see, one of them is voodoo and shit, and the other was bitten by a radioactive bullet. So now
What?
he can't get shot by bullets. And then Bushmaster's like, Uncle, he isn't listening, and they cut the Nazi being burned alive.
Oh my god.
You're like, Uncle, he isn't listening.
Oh god.
He said, but they don't understand that they're like brothers, you know, like brothers from another
Oh, fuck
mother,
off.
and that their real enemy is this woman named Matilda.
Fucking A. Man, like, what's their fucking name again? Like, was it actually Matilda?
Mariah Stokes.
Yeah,
No, it was
Mariah Stokes. Fucking, like, she is nowhere near as cool as a villain as her brother. You know?
I feel like, yeah, but they just didn't know what to do with him anymore. They're like, nah.
I feel like, like you said, they know what to do with her, but, like, honestly, even if they never brought her back, like, even if they kind of just glossed over the fact that she existed and, like, is taking her brother's place in Harlem, I'm like, if they didn't even bring her up, I wouldn't have cared. I just wanted more Bushmaster, even though I can barely understand him sometimes.
He should have been the only person, but the problem is they needed an enemy that Luke couldn't just hit, you know? I think that's the other reason why they couldn't let Luke. I think that's the other reason why they couldn't let Cottonmouth stay alive, because eventually, even though Cottonmouth doesn't have powers, he wouldn't work as a villain if he didn't eventually actually fight Luke, right? And we all know he couldn't really beat Luke or even be a challenge, even with guns. So they had to give Luke an enemy he literally couldn't hit, like Mariah. Because there's no way Luke would ever hit a woman, even though fuck off with that, right? So she had innate plot armor. How many times did Luke, like, call her out, or he was in the same room with Mariah and he just didn't do anything to her, remember? He just never hit her, never even held her or nothing. He just let her do whatever she wanted.
Well, I'll say, by the way, going back to, like, the whole, like, villain you can't hit thing, you know, I'm reminded of this one scene with Cottonmouth, I think, where, like, basically he's getting a shave, and, like, he's talking about, like, the whole, like, premise of getting a shave and all that, which admittedly is kind of dumb when he, like, he is just getting a shave, that's all, but, like, he's basically saying,
frozen.
like, power is essentially, wait, well, no, what'd you say?
I love that dude was frozen against the fog wall.
Oh, yeah, I love it. He died where he lived. But yeah, like, power is, you know, like, he has a blade to your neck. You know he is not going to do it. He could physically, but you know he's not going to.
Cottonmouth had a lot of good moments like that where he really projected his, like, influence, but the problem was, I think another issue too is they couldn't figure out where they wanted him to be. He was either a poet, you know, like he would always have these cool quotes, or sometimes he'd be like the typical thug gangster, and I don't think they could find a way to really balance it right, you know? Like, sometimes he would, like, switch on and off from which kind of character he was supposed to be. Like, at one moment, he's, like, trying to figure out how to kill Luke, and he's like, this isn't impressive. But then when the Judas bullet is shown, he's hopping around like a giddy fool, like, oh, shit! Oh, yeah, I need more, though, you know? It's like, Kingpin wouldn't do that.
Like, at most, he would be impressive. Well, that's what,
that's
like,
what I'm saying. They couldn't pick what he wanted him to be, you know?
Like, but that actor, I don't know if he's in more stuff, but I do want to see him in more stuff, because I think he's pretty cool, you know?
Probably been in some minor movies, because actually, when I looked at some stuff, it turns out Luke Cage was on an episode of Law & Order SVU. Man.
God, really?
Yes, he played, I remember, because when I saw promos of this, I'm like, holy shit, I've seen that guy's face. And that same day, an episode of Law & Order SVU came on, and it was that episode where he was in. So there was an episode talking about African child soldiers, and he was the antagonist of that, because the episode was about this black girl that was found with her throat slit, and
God.
Yeah, they were able to get her to the hospital in time to save her, but she could never speak ever again, and they're trying to figure out what happened to her, right? And it turns out she and a bunch of other immigrants came from this region, this war-torn region in Africa, and the person who assaulted her wasn't a pedophile, it was a war criminal who was trying to silence her because she was one of the last witnesses alive. And Elliot goes to this, he's investigating this guy, and he finds him in the bathroom. He's a janitor, and he's like, oh, well, you know, I was just doing some investigating. He said, "Oh well, I'm sorry, I don't know anything." And I'm like, "Holy shit, that's Luke Cage!" And then it ends with Luke trying to kill Elliot on the spot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all those guys have been in enough other shit because they're like, I would say maybe B actors, not like skill wise, but fame wise.
That does 55 damage.
Cottonmouth, I don't know, they couldn't figure out what to do with him sometimes. Mariah, they more or less just stuck with the idea that she's just a lying bitch and just won't stop lying.
Why are you always lying?
I don't think you should throw fire at it. Yeah, throw your weird bolt at it. Why did you stay there, Efren?
Look.
Did you think your bolt was gonna beat this fireball?
What?
Man, it's a good thing this spider doesn't move anywhere else.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it seems easy. All you gotta do is just stay in one position and then kind of just duck and dive.
Oh fuck!
And shoot it. How do you keep getting hit, Efren?
It got me on the wake up.
Oh, I see. You can't roll when you get up. Okay.
Yeah, when you get hit with the webs. Oh fuck me.
You can't hit me. I'm a mage spirit.
I'm a maid. Demon Slayer.
Man, if only you were on an ATV, Efren, you'd be able to do this. Or you probably crash it. Like you did in Battlefront.
Yeah. If only I was Ruby Turtle.
Yeah, you mean
I
Eric's
still remember
online
that.
boyfriend. Eric's online boyfriend, Ruby Turtle.
Ah, fuck.
Fuck you.
Wait, you're the one that loved him so much.
I've already removed them from my mind. Now you're listening in your head.
Oh, I see. Now you're trying to pull. You're trying to act like he's another Josh, huh? You used him for what he was worth, and now you're trying to pretend like he never existed. Is that it, Eric?
Never happened.
Short. Short. Yeah, you should just stay on defense when it does those damage reads another 3 times.
There we go. What a great boss.
I want Clout to come in as a reoccurring boss. He just shows up. Like right after you finish and you walk out, a bunch of fire just washes you.
And then I just stand there and keep shooting him, and he's just like not even close enough to hit me anymore. You know? Oh man.
I'm
Great.
big.
Oh god. Fucking A.
What?
No,
What?
I'm back.
I saw a clip of
Yeah.
what was it? It was the South Park game when they played superheroes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Apparently, I think that's Kyle's cousin that he hates.
Yeah, Kyle.
And he's dressed up. And he's dressed up like a kite, like Kyle is. And he's like, "I'm the human kite." And he said, "No, I'm the human kite. You're the human kite from an alternate dimension." Yeah, but we thought that we could be human kites together. Yeah.
I love it.
And then like he just keeps showing up every once in a while, go like, "I'm big."
Like, by the way, what I kind of love about that is, alright, so he's called Kite, like, the human kite. Eric, of course, like, Eric Cartman, I mean. I know I said Eric, like, but anyways, the point is Cartman calls, Kyle the human kike. It's so horrible.
Yeah, I can see that. That's
God.
too easy for him. Of course he wouldn't say it. He'd have to say it. It's too simple.
Like, I think every time he, like, now and then when he says it, like, fucking, like, Kyle's just like, oh, God. Yeah.
I'm tool shed.
Enough with your tools. Yeah, oh, wait, no, you don't want to be, calling yourself Call Girl, little girl.
Yeah, seriously. You don't want to work at Raisins, do you?
Oh, God. We had a discussion about that, like, during the LP, before it was deleted, like, fucking, like, the whole concept of raisins is kind of horrifying.
No shit.
Cause like, okay, Hooters, that makes sense. That, you know, like
First
you
of
can
all,
say there's
child
its
labor
own moral
laws. That's my
issue.
first question.
Yeah.
My first question is child labor laws. Since when could kids work in
Yeah,
restaurants?
that's
That's my
another
first
thing.
question.
You know?
Two, this is a heavily sexual charged environment because that's the point of Hooters and that's what they're advertising here. So now my question is, if this is supposed to be a restaurant, who is this a restaurant for? Where
Like,
you have these
luckily you
young
only
girls
ever
as
see
as
children
waiters.
there, fellow children.
Yeah,
But
that's why I'm like, so is there like an
it's
unspoken
weird.
rule? Is there like an unspoken rule that this is only in a kid's restaurant somehow?
Like,
You know?
it's strange because like, you know, like Chuck E. Cheese is like, if there's a kid there, you get why, you know, like, because it makes sense. But
Yeah,
it's not
and
like
if an
this is
adult
only
there, it's
for
likely.
children. You
Yeah,
know?
if there's an adult there, then chances are that means that adult is with a kid, you know, maybe their kid or that a birthday party and they're chaperoning. So, yeah, a place like Chuck E. Cheese, it's a child-charged environment. It is strictly, hey, eat pizza, play video games, win prizes.
I will say the
Okay.
pizza at Chuck E. Cheese is actually pretty good. I could go for some.
Oh yeah, dude. I used to go there like all the time for my birthday. Fucking loved it.
Also, you guys remember that fucking ad from Hooters that goes, welcome to Hooters, now you can bring your mom on Mother's Day because we have a special offer for people that bring their moms to Hooters on Mother's Day.
Yeah, oh
20%
god.
off wings.
Oh
That's so
Jesus.
scummy.
Like, well, I
Bring your
think
mom
because
to
the
this
whole
tits.
thing is because, technically speaking, Hooters is considered a family restaurant.
Which is the weirdest thing ever. I love that Efren has little fucking dragon eyes.
Wait. Oh yeah, I kind of do, don't I?
Yeah, like Hooters, you know what it is going in. It's very advertised. Even the name advertises it. So nothing is
Wait, no, I have to
surprising.
kill myself.
What the fuck?
I
What are you
I
talking?
don't want to have to deal with possible like people invading me because I'm in human form. And again, if I die in my human form, then it like lowers the tendency. So it's better to
Oh,
die in the Nexus than it is to like actually die out there. You know.
like
Plus, I like
Hooters, you
finding
already
an
know what it
excuse
is
to kill
going in.
myself.
Of course you do. It's what you're always thinking about. Yeah, the idea of like raisins confuses and worries me because now it's like we've created this sexually charged environment and it is strictly revolved around the kids. It's like, okay, how has no one gone to jail yet? But then
Harvey
again, this is
Weinstein
South Park,
funded this.
so you could ask that all the time.
The hell?
But yeah, seriously, my first thought is the child labor laws. How the fuck are these kids working here? What you say, Eric?
Yeah, look in general.
Eric, what did you do? I swear to God, Eric, you better not have done
Oh,
anything wrong.
wait, I
You better
survived
not
that.
have done anything. What the fuck? Mom's get free
I
wings at
was
Hooters.
joking.
I didn't think they had a full blown ad. I thought it was like maybe a poster saying that. Look
Oh,
at this
God.
bootleg porn star.
Bravo,
God, she
PG
looks like
stripper.
that. She looks like that chick from the new Bang, the Big Bang Theory a bit.
Oh God! Ugh!
She looks a bit like her in the face.
That ugly
Obviously,
whore.
it's not. I never understood why they kept acting like she was so damn cute.
Oh, you know, I can't
I'm glad.
wait to
I'm
fuck
glad it's
Penny.
not just me. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, that was her name. I'm glad it's not just me because I definitely didn't see it.
I never
didn't
found
see
her
it. I'm like, I don't-
attractive.
I found that other girl cuter, the one with the high pitched voice.
Oh, the one that
got with
the shut-in guy
that,
gets with.
yeah, the one that got with that Jewish dude with the bowl cut.
Well, no, he wasn't a shut-in. His mom was. Yeah.
Yeah, his mom was a fat shut-in, and he had the bowl cut, and he got
Yeah.
with her, and I think she was a bioengineer or something, because she worked with.
I
Like,
did think
medicine
she
and
was
stuff.
kind of cute, honestly.
She was way cuter, and she had a cuter voice. And it was funny whenever she got mad and her voice would change a bit.
Yeah. I kind of like
And
that.
meanwhile,
Yeah.
but everyone's simping over this Penny chick. Hell, I'll even say, what was the girl that got with Sheldon?
Oh, I forgot her name, but yeah, like I know what you're talking about.
Even she's cuter.
Although I think the actress is kind of a bitch, if I remember correctly. Mayanne Bjork,
Oh,
whatever the
really?
fuck her name is.
Wow,
She had
how's she a
some
bitch?
really shitty hot takes. I think I'm trying to remember like one of them. It was something really stupid. I'm gonna have to look
Was
it up,
she...
but it was pretty bad.
Okay.
You know.
Alright, so potential bitch factor. But I
But
remember,
yeah, she was better looking than Penny.
and in fact, and I think another thing that was funny was that her relationship with Sheldon was pretty interesting, because Sheldon is effectively he's pretty much asexual, and he's very kind of confused about basic things when it comes to affection and interaction. And
Yeah.
their relationship was kind of interesting to watch, because at first it seemed like they were the same, right? But then she would get more and more thirsty for affection and like physical content, and Sheldon would just be confused. Like, I remember there was one episode, I forgot the whole point, but it ended with Sheldon effectively saying, well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to punish you. And she was like, oh, really? And he's like, yes, I don't take any pleasure in this, but I have to. And she's like, well, I guess you gotta. And then Sheldon actually thanks her, and she's like getting off on it, and he says, please don't smile, this is supposed to be punishment. Like,
I
she
will
was that
say,
thirsty,
even though I
and
kind of
like
hated it,
sexually
like
starved.
people did compare me to Sheldon because like I'm not
Oh,
interested
shit,
in
really?
women, and I'm also kind
I'm
of
sorry,
asshole.
but that is like someone trying to insult you. That is someone trying
Yeah,
to take a jab at you.
like
I
I'm
don't
like,
see you as
really,
Sheldon.
dude, really.
I
I
don't see
mean,
you as Sheldon.
I kind of like Sheldon, but like, come on.
Sheldon just became the mascot, that's all, but I don't see you as Sheldon.
Oh
Sheldon
no.
is very spurty. Like, he's a
Yes.
spurg even with the other nerds, you know? Like, that's the whole point, that the whole friend group would have to revolve around Sheldon because of what a spurg lord he is. So yeah, nah, that's an insult, somebody trying to say that.
Yeah, like, cause like I said, I'm not like I wasn't even really against Sheldon until like someone said I'm like him.
Yeah, cause you know, you're ambivalent to something until someone tries to draw comparisons between you and something, right? Then you're like, wait a minute, fuck off.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh,
You guys
Efren, you
ever?
remind me so much. Yeah?
You guys notice that every fucking compilation of watch Big Bang Theory, but instead of a laugh track, it's this instead, or there's
Oh
no laugh
god.
track. It becomes way fucking more funny when there's actually no laugh track or cringy when there's no laugh track.
Ah.
Because you figure out that it's not actually funny when they tell you to laugh.
Are you ready to laugh?
Yeah, like
Sheldon said bazinga. Laugh.
taking out the laugh track and like here's the thing is that basically I feel like again the laugh track isn't necessarily like something that downgrades the show, but basically downgrades
It
the
doesn't
humor
help
in my
it.
opinion.
It doesn't
Because
help
like
it.
having the laugh track basically tells the audience when to laugh as opposed to letting it come naturally. So anyone essentially telling me to laugh, even if I found it funny, I'm like, man, fuck this. But then again, that's also because I am a contrarian asshole.
Yeah, I was about to say, Efren, this how I know you're contrarian as shit. Just the idea, even if you were gonna do something, if someone tells you or even suggests it, then you say, fuck
Yes.
off.
Like, okay, like, you know, I may be contrarian.
And there's nothing else after that.
Well, I mean, did I have to say more?
I might be. However,
You know, I might not be perfect. I may not be a perfect man. Also,
you're a
at some
quiet
point I
person
killed
because you're
myself because I tried to
intelligent.
jump
I'm
down
a
there.
quiet person because I say dumb shit whenever I open my mouth. We are not the same. You kill yourself because you're a coward and you hate everything about your life. I kill myself so that I can preserve my souls. We are not the same.
Oh god. Yeah. I think after I killed Dragon God over here, I'm probably gonna call it there.
Alright.
This has been fun though.
What will Efren do after?
Afterwards I'm probably either gonna go get some food or I'm probably gonna like what am I trying to say here? I don't know,
No,
probably
you
just
can't
dick
set
around.
anything on fire.
You know.
Alright. Because I was saying that we should watch those Demon Slayer episodes you've missed.
Alright, yeah, that sounds fine.
You would enjoy it, from what I've seen. Yeah, that's the sound you'd make.
God damn it.
Hey, don't blame God. God didn't damn you with that. You damned yourself.
So which one is your favorite, you replaced the laugh track in, Big Bang Theory with so-and-so?
Wait,
Oh,
say that
fuck.
again?
Which one is your favorite, replace the laugh track from Big Bang Theory with so-and-so?
I've never watched videos like that, so I don't have any context, but I get the idea. So
My favorite is, either the one that goes, replace the Big Bang Theory laugh track with helicopter sounds, or replace the Big Bang Theory laugh track with Titus laughing.
I kind of prefer like when it's just nothing because it's somehow more like horrifying.
Yeah. What is it with people that rename fucking guns? As in, like, what? They can't just say guns.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
They go the whole strap, the whole blick.
Ooh. What?
Slang can't help itself. People continue to just cobble out words. Slang.
No.
Dribble.
The newest one I heard was blick. How did you not take damage?
Yeah, there's Blick.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Blicky.
Alright.
What? Who says that?
Blick. Oh man, yes, people say that. There's pass
Oh.
me the Blicky, pass me that Blick. Yeah,
Ew.
yeah. There's a lot of dumb words for a lot of things that don't need to be there, but people just do.
What's wrong with the default word?
Yeah, man, hand me the Blicky.
Hand me the
Hand me
cuckoo.
the Blicky. And Titus is laughing. Also, Yuna, the fucking spiritual summoner of Aeon, and the woman that Titus is fucking, is laughing as well. And
Yes.
it feels like the entire world is laughing at you. And it is. Maybe the Luca goer should just go
Go away.
Go away.
Oh man, I love that.
Maybe all those soul runners
Wait,
should
where
just
am I?
go away.
They should. Honestly. Fuck them. What have they ever done for my family?
What
It's a
have
fair
they ever
question,
done
by
for
the way.
me?
You know, what have they done for my family?
Well, what have you ever done for your family, Efren?
I am back.
Hey, there's
Gave
Scholar.
Skylar to the world. That's what you did.
Who?
That's a curse.
Oh yeah, that'll get you a frickin' in Nuremberg trial if you did. That gets out.
You know
Okay.
how much you fucked everybody by bringing Skylar out? You fuck. That's why his mom is being monitored by the feds. You're like, ma'am, you released a biological weapon on the planet. The only reason we haven't arrested you is because you continue to say that it was just natural pregnancy. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
You got the whole blick.
Man, this man got the whole blick. The
I
whole
don't-
blick.
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
No, don't worry about it. Just get the blick.
Also, Skylar. Skylar!
What?
Hey, where you gonna take your mom for Mother's Day?
Nowhere. I'm just going to give her a card.
Well, you know that Hooters lets your mom have 10 free wings if you bring her along.
You know, this seems like a good deal for both of you. You get to take her out, so you can have some free wings, reduce food for you, you know?
You get to
Think
see
it's a
the
good idea.
femboys?
One free entree for mom. Or
Nah,
per mom.
Femboys only throws a Father's Day deal.
Oh, okay.
Yes. By the way, that was not a lie. That was the actual thing, Skylar.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So we talked about the effectiveness of, Hooters marketing. Remember when Sonic the Hedgehog linked up with Hooters?
Oh, God! I forgot
yeah.
about that.
Remember that?
I
What?
can always
Remember
default to
that that's
shooting
not
things
a,
from
remember
range.
that that's not a lie.
Oh. Oh no. Now those
Sonic
aren't a
the
market you want
Hedgehog.
mixing together.
Didn't
Sonic
they
the
have
Hedgehog.
Rouge in a fucking Hooters like outfit?
No, fans started making that because Sega Japan
I
started making moves of
I
advertising
downloaded a lot of those
Sonic with
images for
Hooters.
research.
Of course, just research.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go to
Sega
general if you
Japan
care
showed
to,
it.
Skyler.
But
They
if
knew.
not,
Alright.
They
you
knew.
know,
Alright, I'll
you
take
can
a
always
look.
go fuck yourself too.
It's true. That is a possibility.
Also, wait, hold on. No, wait. The next boss
a
isn't
possibility.
fucking Dragon God. It's Flame Lurker.
Flame Runner.
God,
So as you
fuck.
can see, Sonic is happy to, bring the Sonic family in with Hooters.
Sonic, he can really
Oh
move.
god,
So
no.
you guys
Sonic,
sell chili dogs, right? No?
he's got an
Well, I'll give you my chili
attitude.
dog instead.
He's the gayest thing
Oh god.
alive.
Oh man,
I don't think
can't
that
wait.
I
What?
don't want to
What?
be. Unlike the idea of comparing a dick to a chili dog. Because
Yeah.
what's
Oh,
the
then
chili
you
in
don't
that
wanna-
analogy?
Then you don't
You
want to.
know what
You
it
don't want to
is.
hear.
The
You don't want to ever
shit-covered
talk to any
stains.
Sonic fan. Then you don't ever want to talk to a Sonic fan because that is
So-
literally what they call it.
Oh
So,
god.
do you think this is the timeline that got abandoned, or the one that got approved of?
One more.
Yes.
Got rejected.
Indeed.
Everything happened at once, and he was just like, "Well, I guess it's fine."
I imagine the fucking guy in the
can't
Sonic
wait.
costume go like, "What have I done being around these people?"
People. You call these
Shit.
people?
I can't wait to shove my chili dog in all these hostesses. Oh man, Hooters. Hooters is getting me all porked up.
God, that
Oh,
shit
you
was
like
the funniest.
pork.
I love in the... No! No! No!
Yeah, the oinking. Like,
I love in the
you
compilation, yeah.
like pork.
Yeah, all that oinking.
Yeah, girl, you got me so porked up.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Man, that's a hell of a fucking phrase to say. I feel like that's the greatest pickup line ever.
Girl,
Girl,
God,
you
my
got me
eyes
so porked
are kind of
up.
tired. I think I might get some food, actually.
Alright.
You're
Probably
get
gonna end it
porked
around
up?
here. I killed
You're gonna get porked up, Efren?
people.
You're gonna get
What
porked
you do in
up?
the game, though?
Say you're getting porked up. Say it.
I'm
You
gonna
have to
get
say
porked up. There.
It. Oh, yeah.
No, you gotta say like this. I'm porked up!
Forking up!
Oh, yeah.
Not, why did he, if Efren doesn't claim the ham, you can have it if you want.
Ah!
What the...
If Efren Flores doesn't collect his pork, you can have it if you want.
I'm Clarence Wong! Okay.
No more demon souls. Go home.
Alright, I'm gonna end it there. Anything you guys want to say before I end it?
Man, fuck
Malik,
this one.
get porked up.
It was a
Get
great
porked up,
stream to
Malik.
cameo on.
I like
Malik,
how
I
all the
demand that
things
you
he
get
could have
porked.
said